Well, it's 2 a.m. and the lights are on, and the Magic Kingdom magic never gone. Got our Mickey ears on, won't go to bed. We're Disney Insomniacs, enough's been said. Wandering Main Street with dreams so bright, Cinderella's castle glowing in the night, pirate ship sails and rockets in the sky. We're chasing Tinkerbell, those fireflies, sleeping at the castle gates, dancing with our dreams so late. Mickey, Minnie, Donald too, we're Disney bound till the sunrise blue. Teacups spinning, hearts a whirl, it's a small land after all around the world. Haunted Mansion gives us chills at 3. But we're ghost hunters now, come and see. Got no sleep, but we're feeling fine, 'cause we're living in this Disney time. Every night it's a new parade with fireworks and magic we'll never trade. Sleeping at the castle gates, dancing with our dreams so late. Mickey, Minnie, Donald too, we're Disney bound till the sunrise blue. Teacups spinning, hearts a whirl, it's a small land after all around the world. Haunted Mansion gives us chills at 3. We're ghost hunters now, come and see. Got no sleep, but we're feeling fine, 'cause we're living in this Disney time. Every night it's a new parade with fireworks and magic we'll never trade. Sleeping at the castle gates, dancing with our dreams so late. Mickey, Minnie, Donald too, we're Disney bound till the sunrise blue. We're Disney bound till the sunrise blue.
Well, hello there, everybody. Going to be a different night here tonight. Preston was supposed to have a game, got rained out, and I'm watching my Orioles right now, and I was going to do them, and I said, "Oh my God, I'm tired of getting my heart broke by my birds." So I needed to take a night off for them. So I said, "Hey, why not do a hangout?" I've built this whole new hangout scenario, or this new scene set that I've built. I can go 8 or 9 deep. I've invited a bunch of people tonight. Who knows who will come in and say hello? I got a couple friends backstage already. We're gonna bring them in just a minute. We're just going to talk. We're going to talk about Disney. We're going to talk about things going on. I had a great day today with some friends here. I'm going to talk about that. And yeah, let's just hang out and have a good time. It's a Thursday night, and it's right prior to um, the holiday weekend, I guess, or it is a holiday weekend for most who are off on Thursday, maybe off tomorrow. So let's have some fun. We'll get into more of all that in just a little bit. So let's get some friends in here first. We can say hello to chat. Here, I got to go over and get all my things. Here we go. We've got some good friends coming in the house. You might know them from all their time. Kenny is the main core support team to Lily's life, and of course, Cakes is here. He is the main source to support in Lily's life. I think that's what I was going to say. So, and of course, both great people and support to our community. Well, gentlemen, how are you tonight? Ken, how about you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah, it's like Pete said earlier. This was a surprise day. Got the invite earlier today, and I said I'll do everything I can to help out tonight. I'm glad to be here, and of course, it's always excellent when the man, I don't know if it's to my left or to my right, is joining me, because I can I can make fun of him while we're doing this too. So, but thanks for the invite. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We're looking forward to a great and fun show, Pete.
Yeah, we're gonna have it. So, Cakes, how you doing tonight, Pat?
Good. Long day, but good. Yeah, ready for the weekend. Off tomorrow and Monday. We're going camping. Looking forward to it, and glad to be here tonight. Thanks for the invite, and I guess
I'm
we'll
trying to
put up
figure
with the
out.
guy next door to me here, and we'll go from there.
I'm trying to figure out why I invited the two guys that their backgrounds kicked the crap out of mine. I mean, hell, all I got is the stupid rat bird, like Doug would say. Because Doug's not here, I'll say that one time in honor
Yeah.
of Doug. So anybody clips that, you'll deal with my wrath. So, all right. Yes. Hello. Hold on. Yes, I'm live. What's up?
I don't have my internship tomorrow. Can you help me fill out paperwork?
Yes. Can you take that? What's Amber here? We'll talk about. I got a little announcement about her a little later on the show. We'll talk about
Amber.
that too. Say hi, Am.
Hey,
Hello.
Cakes, did you see Teresa's comment there? You know, she loved my shirt. So it's
What did
so
Molly say?
thank you, Teresa.
I saw Molly say something about the Michigan shirt. Hold on. I was talking
Okay.
and I saw, where is it at? I saw Michigan. Michigan is superior, really, Cakes. How do you feel about that? There you go.
I think you know my feelings on
Molly's
that
in the
stuff.
chat. You want to say something to Molly? Go ahead.
There you go.
One of my
Got it.
close friends from high school left working for the Baltimore Ravens to work for the Cleveland Browns.
What the hell you coming saying that for?
Ooh.
Maddie McLean. She just posted it.
Maddie McLean went to work for the Browns?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on? I got bad backgrounds. What the hell is going on today? I coached Maddie McLean for years. I know their family very well. Wow. Okay. Good for her, though. Great opportunity. All right. Let's say hello to chat real quick here. Debbie Bernfeld, hello. Corby Sinclair, Mark Langenkamp, hello, sir. Mandy Mary is in the chat. Keep an eye on Pat, making sure he doesn't do anything wrong. Corby, hello. Rob, UK Disney Dad. Hey, Rob, coming over from across the pond. Good to see you, buddy. Teresa Skawara is here. Lamont Gray is in the house. The mayor is here. Mayor, I heard you were looking for a stream. Here it is. Good to see you, my friend. Miss Thibodeau, the one half of the incredible Thibodeaus are here. Shelby, hello. Julie McCowan. Hello, Julie. Just got home from the office. Well, welcome in. Susan Silva's with us tonight. Hello, Susan. Good to see you. Susan has a great YouTube channel, guys. You can check her out. Phil Collins is in the house. Not, this is our Phil
Oh.
Collins, not Susu Studio. I wish it was Susu Studio. I wish both of those Phil Collins would join us. That would be great.
Would be cool.
Dropping it in, dropping it in, drop it down. Mr. Thibodeau, there you go. All the incredible Thibodeaus are here. Molly's mom. Hello, Anita. Welcome in. Good to see you. Mark F is in the chat.
I guess we should be waving.
Park Rose. Hello, Lawrence. Good to see you.
Lawrence.
Miss Monorail Molly is in the chat. We'll talk about her in just a little bit. She helped us big time today. Amy DeBoard. Hello, Amy. Welcome over. Thank you for coming by. Drop it down. This thing, you can't do anything but skips. Is she moving to Cleveland? She must be, Jen. She must be if she's taking the job with them. That's awesome. She's a great kid. Jules, Merck. Hello, Jules. Welcome in. I think I got everybody here. So if I missed you, I apologize. I will get you as you come back through the chat. We're just gonna have some fun today. I invited some other friends. I'm hoping some people will come in. We can hold up to 8 or 9 here. So we'll see how that rolls out this evening. And if you're in the chat, and you're interested in maybe joining us, reach out to me, and I'll see if the numbers can work. And I'll try to do that. Maybe we can bring somebody else in along the way. So we had a big day here today. I had the pleasure of having Miss J Nashville drive up from her home. She's about 2 hours away, and Mr.
Wow.
Paul Engel, and actually I should say this: Ms. Stephanie Keel and Mr. Stephanie Keel came over, and they helped me to get together for the meetup. And here's how it went down. We brought in Monorail Molly via Cleveland, courtesy of our little eCam unit here. And Jen was on the board, and we had one of the cameras facing out into my dining room so she could see what all was going on as we were working through the stuff. And then I had her here with me to be able to do it. Jen was taking care of all of the digital part of it. We had a whole list or a whole Excel sheet of everything that we have going for this community as far as the donations and everything for the next 6 months, kind of. We have all the donations and stuff that we've had put together for this past June event, and I'll talk about that tonight a little bit. We have all the donations for the August charity event together. We have all of the prizes for the Two Truths and a Lie, and then we had all the door prizes for the event. So we had to go through all that today, and we had to kind of organize it, get all the bags together. We have over 50 people coming, I think, to the event here in August, which is going to be amazing. Can't wait for that. Patrick Julian, hello, my good friend. Welcome in. Um, Guys, here's what I got to tell you. Door prizes, let's talk that first. Door prizes for the August event. There's 50 some people coming. Every person is getting a door prize.
Wow.
Every bag is valued somewhere between 65 and 80 bucks. Every
Wow.
one of them. There's some
Wow.
bags, there's some bags that just have a lounge fly in it. There's some bags that have like a lug bag in it and other things. There's some bags that have popcorn buckets and then other things and it's all like really good stuff.
Wow.
So everybody that will
Awesome.
leave that event will leave with something special, which is absolutely amazing. The generosity of the community, the generosity of the authors and artists that we've been interviewing. We've got I have signed books from. We had it from Scooter, from one of the books that he wrote, signed and put art in it. We had it from Noah. We had it from James Warda. We had art from Fenway Fan and Martin Shue and Rob Surratt. We're going to talk about all those guys later, but we have so much stuff donated. We have, I think, Jen, are we over like 15 or 16 Loungefly bags? Might have been close to 20. Might have been close to 20 Loungefly bags. Nuts. George S. Cook, welcome in. So we got all those together. All the bags are numbered. I have no idea who they're going to because we're going to draw it out the Friday before the event. We're going to do a live draw right here on the show where we draw out everybody's name and match it to a number, and that's the bag you get. So I don't know who's getting what
Awesome.
now, but we've got the bag set up, so that's pretty cool. So we're excited about that. Roger, good to see you. We got we got all the stuff together for this for the June event that we just did. We're up to $8,100 on the military charity because of the generosity of everybody on that. We've got 14 prizes we're going to give away that include art by Preston, art and signed books. We've got lounge fly bags. I got lug bags. I got all kind of stuff that we're going to give away. And here's how we're going to do that for everybody that's watching, tuning in tonight, wondering how we're going to do that. Next, can we talk about last Saturday? I want to talk about that. Yes. Well, come on, and we'll talk about that. I'm trying to tease her into coming on. We'll see. Maybe
But she should come on.
if she
Yeah.
can. She may have stuff going on with the family and everything. Everybody's
That's true.
got things going. But she's here in the chat, and she'll keep me up on my toes for sure. Birdwell, hello, Sandy, welcome in. We will talk about last Saturday just because you asked. I'm not camera presentable, she said. Neither is Pat, and he's here.
And here I am.
Ken told me to say that. So
That's all right. I'm not offended.
It was so funny. I'll take credit for it. I
there
like
you
it.
go.
So.
There you go.
So we've got all this stuff together. Here's what we're going to do. I want to take the time to do this right. I want to do it once to do it right. We've got a lot of people that donated. It's close to 70 or 80 donations, I think, that came in. We are going to sit and go through that over this next week. Not tomorrow, but next Friday night. We will do a live on the Friday night show. We will spin the wheel. We will give away those prizes. It'll all be done on there. Make sure that everybody gets their opportunity. We're going to do the top prizes first, so everybody gets a time, and we'll work down from there. So make sure you're joining in next Friday night, a week from tomorrow, and we'll give all those prizes away. Hello, Christine Hickman. Welcome in. So that'll be kind of cool. So we got that going on for June, and we'll get those prizes out in the mail to everybody in a real timely manner. Next thing we got is the August event, guys. I got to tell you, we've got a plethora of prizes for this August event that is just unreal. We got one of the items that's available is was donated by David T. It is a huge basket from the Kentucky Derby. Huge basket from the Kentucky Derby with specially made Kentucky Derby bourbon from, and it's from a year ago, and It's like a $300 basket. That's one of the items that are doing it. We will also show the pictures from the surprise meetup. Yes, and we'll talk about that in a minute too, because these guys were both there, which was awesome about that. So we're gonna talk about that. So we got a basket like that. I've got artwork from numerous artists. I've got lounge fly bags. I've got lug bags. We've got enough prizes that I think for the August final charity thing we do, we are going to have 3 large prize packages.
Huh,
Three
cool.
large prize packages that'll be available for everybody that donates during that. And I think we're only like $1,700 away from 10K. So if we just do that, I'd be ecstatic to be able to go to this charity and say, hey,
Yeah.
this is what our community did this first year. And I think they'll be pretty proud of it. So we got that lined up for August. And then for everybody that's playing the Two Truths and a Lie, and if you're not playing that on Wednesday nights, you're truly missing out. We are having some great times over there. We have got right now 10 prizes that we will be giving away in August, and you get points every week when you're there and you play. You got to be there to play. It's very simple. You got to be there to play. But we are going to give out the top 10 point getters are going to get prizes, and those prizes include lounge fly bags and art and lug bags and mugs from Disney and it's all kind of really good prizes. I think the cheapest prize is like a $20+ mug. So that's the cheapest prize that we're giving away. And we got 10 of them. So we've got a lot of good things going for the giveaways for these next couple months with everything we're doing. I hope everybody will get an opportunity. I'd love to see a lot of people earn that. I want to win Goofy's blanket on Pete's thumbnail. Goofy's. Oh, that would be cool if we could give that away. I'm not sure how I could virtually do that, Jules, but hey, we'll do it. Let's talk. Jen brought it up. Let's talk about this. Last Saturday, Jonathan Chong. Hello, welcome in, my friend. Last Saturday, I did the charity event. There's Jay Nashville. We were just talking about you, Jay, for the help that you and Paul and Stephanie did, and Jen, thank you for being here today. It was great to see you. Had lunch with Jay. She brought. How about this? Jay Nashville brought a dozen cupcakes here.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and I've already eaten 2 of them. So it was great. They were fantastic. I forgot to tell everybody about cupcakes. So thank you, Jay, for your support. She was a great leader. I couldn't have put together a better team for today, honestly. Between Jen and Jay Nashville and Paul and Stephanie, they just absolutely kicked this. We got 50 bags together, large bags together, in 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And that was documenting, stuffing, packing, labeling, the whole 9 yards. So it was pretty good. Allie French, hello, welcome in. Great to see you. So we get together. We're doing a fundraiser last Saturday. I said to people, hey, come on out. We'd love to see you. If you'd like to say hello, if you'd like to stop by, if you'd like to push it out, we're trying to raise money. Hello, Amber. So many bags in the basement. Don't complain, Amber Marie. Don't complain. Don't complain. Plymouth Rock. The Rock is in. Hold on. Where's my? Where's my rock? I'm gonna move this soundbite right to the top. Where's it at? That way, I always have it ready. Where is it? Here it is. Dun, dun, dun.
It doesn't matter how it makes you feel.
There we go. There's the Plymouth Rock. That's the best I can do right now. Plymouth Rock soundbite. Flipper. Hello, Flipper's Pool. Welcome in. Lily's Life. Shh, Lily, be good. Your dad's in here. Good to see Lily. Dean, the Turkey Electric. A lot of good friends coming in tonight. Love it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I said, get together and do this. I acknowledged that we had, Preston was going to be down there with me. And then, I told everybody Jen was coming in. Doug was going to be there. But we had some surprise visitors. All of a sudden, Ken and Jen showed up, and Lily was there. Kicking me in the back every 5 seconds I turned around for some reason, which was awesome. But Ken comes walking up with cakes, and Pat showed up, and I was really excited because I had tried to lure him down there by pushing some buttons. And dude, it was great. That was awesome for you to come down.
Yeah, it was last minute, and unfortunately, Mandy Mary, and Mandy Mary couldn't come with me. But yeah, it was totally worth it. It was just to see the look on your face and Monterey Molly's face. You guys were shocked.
I couldn't believe I had to take.
Was...
I double took. I was like, wow, holy crap. Welcome in. Movie Mania Nick is here. Hello, Nick. Good to see you, buddy. I couldn't believe it when you walked up, and it was awesome. It was great to obviously
Yeah.
see Team Lily. It was great to see all of
Oh,
Team Lily, Mom, Dad, and Lily out there and hanging out and having a good time. But to have Pat come down and hang out for a little bit was awesome as well. Theodore, welcome in. And how about that crowd? We had one heck of a crowd there. All of a
yeah.
sudden, it was like 40 people.
Yeah, it was a lot of people. I was impressed. Like I didn't realize there was going to be that many people there. I
Well,
really didn't. But
join the
it was
club.
good. Yeah, it was good to see everybody, meet everybody, and of course
We
spend
were
the majority of my time with the Lily's Life crew because that's always worth going down for.
we all met up right in front of Tron, and of the 40 of us, after an hour of standing in the sun, one person finally got smart enough to say, "Why aren't we moving to the shade?" I don't know who it was, but
That was me. That
that
was
was
me. I
you.
said, I'm
It was
taking
either
this whole
Pete or
group.
Molly. I know that.
Well, okay. So Molly said to me, "Why are you standing in the sun?" And I said, "You're right." And I went over to the shade. I've learned that I listen to Jen. It helps me out. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, we moved everybody over and we got out of the sun. And I mean, there was like legitimately 40 people there.
yeah.
Detroit Diz, Sean, welcome in. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody over here. Doug made you do it. No, you were whacking me. I don't want to hear about Doug. Um, so,
I'll have to defend Lily on that one because I did hear him say it.
oh, there's no
Yeah,
doubt it
he
was Doug.
did quite a few times.
Yeah,
Go hit
quite a
him
few
again.
times.
Go
Go
hit
hit
Quite a
him
him
again.
few.
Go
again.
hit him again.
But it was a great mix of OGs in the community. People like the Do Philly crew showed up, and Angela from Diz Our Dream showed up over there, which was great. And Drew in the Moment showed up, stopped
Yep.
over, which was unexpected. And then you had a lot of new friends like April was there from A Bouncing Journey, and Brittany Laree showed up, and a Florida gal showed up, and um, uh, Thad, Theme Park Giant, was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was just a great mix of people and something that I wasn't expecting about. Pete, I don't know how your head isn't blistered from the sun because I spray my head every morning before we go out with suntan lotion on purpose, on purpose.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the deal. So, but it was a great time. It was great to see a lot of people, and just the fact that people wanted to come out and say hello. And I sat back at one point, and yes, we were raising money for injured and ill soldiers and everything, and that's a priority in my life to help those I don't even know, but that served our country and their families because there's so many of us in the community here. Heck, there's soldiers in the chat right now with us and families.
Yeah.
And it was a surprise, like Jen said, it was a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't book anybody. I didn't say any, hey, I need you to come or anything. I just told people what we were doing and they came out. So it was really awesome for me to sit back, and I did it at one point and just took a look around and saw so
Mhm.
many people that I saw were introducing themselves for the first time and saying hello. Some of those were brand new people that didn't know about anybody that existed before, that night, or just meeting people for the first time. Some of it was like Molly seeing you, Pat, and getting to meet you for the first time. And, hey, Disney Baker. Baker was there with us.
Hey, Baker.
Baker, if you want to come
Yeah.
on, come, Chris, if you want to come on, come join us. If you want to come on, you got the link, come join us. Um, I got to be honest. One of many things that touched me was seeing Lily turn to Jen and to Doug, and she did it to me too. But for me to see it as a spectator and her to say, "Hey, I love you," to those guys, and that was a touching moment for me because it was just beautiful.
You're
Just was
not the
beautiful.
only one because going back, to you being surprised by Cakes. The night before, I had no idea he was coming either. So he got me the night before. So it was my wife Jen was the only one
Hey,
that knew
Ken,
he was coming
hold
down.
on, Ken. Your mic is going in and out a little bit, bud. I'm losing you.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it? Okay.
yeah.
I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see if we can get it better. I love everybody to hear what you're saying.
Okay. I thought, yeah. All right. Maybe it's me, but that's all right. We'll try this.
Still
No,
bad.
we're gone.
I
Yeah.
can
It's
Okay.
only
bad.
hear every
All right.
other
Go on
word.
with me for a second. We'll try it.
Okay, go fix your mic, and we'll keep chatting while you're. Hopefully, you'll come back. And we'll have that. Um, so that was a beautiful thing, you know, seeing Lily do that. I was thoroughly just
Oh yeah.
touched by it, you know. So that was a good thing. But seeing so many people down there, and you know, I saw Pam and her mom.
Yeah.
Well, her mom didn't come over. She was on the other side of the park doing something. But Pam came running over. She was at Epic all day. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can bring Ken back in here and see if his mic's working now. Let me go over here. All right, how about now, buddy?
Can you hear me better now? Or
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
So, what were you saying
uh,
again there?
okay, so anyways, so what we were talking about, like I said, when you said, you and Monterey Molly were surprised by cakes, on Saturday. He got us the day before. Jenny was the only one. My wife was the only one who knew that he was coming down. So long story, I won't go over the whole story, but she got us to go out to where he was staying on Disney property to say we were going out for dinner, which on a Friday night we normally never do out there. But
Right.
so he got me good. He got Lily too. And then, of course, the next day, if you didn't see, he wanted to surprise, we had a plan when we were going to Magic Kingdom. He said, if I see someone I know, I'm just going to tell you what cakes.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out. He's just going to leave. So he didn't
I
want
was
to be
good.
seen by anybody until he met up with you guys later on at night. So, but of course, we ended up getting Kelly Myers on his live stream. If you didn't see that yet, go check that one out because he was standing in cake spot for the parade. I set up the
Uh-huh.
whole thing of walking up to Kelly saying, Cakes doesn't like it that you call this your spot. You better start calling it Cake Spot. And then mid sentence, he starts going, well, Cakes is a big talker, blah, blah, blah. And then Cakes jumps out and gets him, so it was
Oh
good, so,
Were you
and
guys
then,
there? Were you there when I went flying by waving that I was the parade?
yeah,
yeah, we
we
saw you
See,
were.
and
I didn't
Cakes
even
was like,
see you.
ooh, yeah,
I was
we,
We
we saw
focused on
you.
not hitting anybody.
we stepped. There's that parasol cart right there,
Right.
and we had
Right.
stepped around that in the back off the rope line. So unless you were looking, you never would have seen us.
Okay.
Like we didn't even know you were coming. I was saying there was me and Kenny and Jenny and Lily and I think Ivone was back there with us, and there you
Right.
went, you
Yeah.
and Casey up the street, and we're just
So
standing
we
back
were
there
trying to get.
laughing.
We had to go around the whole damn. We were trying to get to Tron because everybody was
Yeah,
back there waiting at Tron. We had to go around the whole parade to get back there. It was the thing.
yeah,
That's why Kelly was yelling stop, and I'm like, nope, not stopping. I'm going to
nope,
Tron. Just waved, kept going. I was going. Was I going at full speed? I was
You
flying,
were
wasn't
gone.
yeah,
I?
You were
yeah.
gone.
You were
Yeah.
hauling, man.
Dude, when I came around that corner out of the Christmas shop, I turned that wheel, and I know I went up on two wheels because I was going. I had everything that scooter had. I was pushing it to get around that daggone parade.
It
So,
was it was the Pete Flash is basically what it was. It was
Hmm.
just
Oh yeah,
you know,
boom.
but it was a good thing because Cakes didn't want we were
Yeah,
glad
it
you
worked
didn't
out
stop
well.
because it worked out well. So and to finish off, like I said, meeting all you people on Saturday evening, and you're talking about Lily saying, that you got the I love you from Lily. And I'm going to tell you this, she means that more than you know. I mean,
yeah.
really,
She
she
does.
loves the community so much.
Hmm.
And then meeting you in person for the first time, Monorail Molly, and Doug and other people that over really it went over 2 weeks because we were with you the week before for the Muppets,
Right,
closing down.
right.
So it started 2 weeks ago. So we got 2 great weeks, 2 great weekends with you guys, and so when it came to the second weekend, I mean, she loaded everybody. Normally we bring like maybe 7 or 8 Lily's Life napkins with us in case we run into someone that wants one. Well, we didn't bring enough. We ran out. So
Oh my
it was
lord.
just like, so
That's
but
awesome. I love it.
but at the same time, you thank us, we thank you, really, because the love that you guys give Lily and not just, her in person, but her channel and the whole community, everything is just it's heartwarming and it's something that we are so blessed to be a part of. And it's hard to explain. I hope you know, it makes me speechless, which I know is hard to do, but for me, because I know you guys are laughing at me about that,
Yeah,
but
that's
at the
okay.
same time,
Yeah,
it's that Saturday night, the pictures that we took. I know you're going to show some of those and everything. It was I mean, to be at Magic Kingdom and not worry about going on rides and everything. We were just hanging out like we were at a picnic somewhere. That was
yeah.
the best part of the whole day, and it was just a stupendous night. So again, the I love yous. It goes for not just Lily. It goes for me. It goes for Jenny too. We do,
Love it.
you know, and
Well,
that's
thank you.
so it's great.
I felt blessed. I know Jen was touched by it. I know Doug was touched by it because they both commented to me about it. Paul Engel was in the chat. We were talking about
Hey,
Paul a
Paul.
little bit earlier and his help over here today. He was awesome. We had a great team here today. It was fantastic getting everything ready. You know, I was going to save this till Saturday, till Friday, but I know, I've been thinking about this, and I think this is a great time because we're talking about this topic right now as we're sitting here. And the fact of everybody sitting there, it was before I get to what I'm gonna say, I just want to acknowledge that it wasn't like it was a set situation. It was kind of like people were just coming up and seeing each other, and it was a very relaxed atmosphere. And there was a lot of great introductions. I remember yelling to Baker one time, "Hey Baker, come here! I want you to meet so and so," and doing that. It was really a lot of that, a lot of
Yeah.
very just smooth and simple. I mean, and from a creativity standpoint, you had creators there like you had the Magic Adventures with Mike and Jen, who were not even at 1,000 subscribers yet. Okay, and you had Resort TV One there with us with 200 and 20, what 2,003 203 whatever thousand that
Yeah.
they have. So, and there was a wide variety in between. And the great thing was is that everybody was just there and happy because we all love Disney. We found each other through this Disney gamut, and that was a great thing. There was no at least I didn't see any nervousness, any animosity, anything. Everybody was
Oh,
very genuine. Drew in the moment came flying over from he was over filming over on Tom Sawyer Island, and he heard we were there and came flying over. Like I said, seeing Pink Pam 86 go stream all day over at Epic and then come over because she heard we were there. Um it's do that. So yeah, it's just and we had people. We had a lot of people. To Jen's point, there was a lot of people that wanted to be there, that couldn't,
Yeah.
make it. So I guess this is a good time to talk about what I was just thinking about here. So I've been thinking about this the last, I don't know, 3 days, 4 days, and I talked with Jen about it a couple times. I talked with Doug a little bit about it, um, and I've definitely made this decision. We are going to be down there, Preston and I, and we're going to be that week with Casey and Monorail Molly and her mom for the Night of Hope. Night of Hope. I was talked also with Paul and Stephanie about it because and Jay Nashville because they're all going. And I really love the fact of what I saw with so many people just getting together for a few minutes and just the love that was shared, the respect that was shared, the introductions of the people that got to meet. Um, Seeing Lily do things that she did with handing people her napkins that are important to her. Seeing Pink Pam start to cry when she saw Jen. And I mean, she was literally standing right next to me and goes, "Oh my God, there's Jen." And she starts breaking out crying because she wanted to see somebody,
Yeah.
to see Resort TV One, for Josh to come over and spend so much time talking with me and trying to help with the charity. That is a testament
Yeah.
to Josh's character because he didn't have to do that at all.
right.
He didn't have to do that at all. To see so many people that were brand new go up to people that have been around for a while and say, "Oh my God, it's nice to meet you. I've watched your content." Um, to see those OGs that were around for quite some time to be very open to a lot of the new people. "Hey, it's nice to meet you," things of that nature. That I've made the decision that when we are down there in December, the Night of Hope is Saturday night there, over there for Night of Hope in the evening, which is a fantastic, fantastic charity. If you're around, you should go to it if you can. All money goes to Give Kids the World. We will be pushing it here. I love the charity. I love what Corey and his entire team do. And I endorse it 100%. And I will be putting my money down to go there myself. That's how much I believe in it. If you can't go and you want to donate definitely donate. It's a great thing. But that's Saturday in the morning, probably around 11 o'clock. Um, I'm gonna do a Pete McDivitt show, you know, hangout brunch or something like that. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. We're not going to go sit down at a restaurant. We're not going to do anything of that. We're going to meet down at the Springs. I don't actually know where yet, but somewhere that everybody can get to. It doesn't cost a thing to go to. And it's just one of those things. I don't want to do it at the park because we had a lot of people and we almost blocked the entrance to Tron. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how many people it was. Am I wrong, guys? Am I wrong?
No,
The- You
No.
know,
there were so
so
many of us. It was unreal.
yeah. So hello, Kendrick. Welcome in. So that's Saturday down there in the morning around 11 o'clock. I'm just going to do a get together down at the Springs. I'll let everybody know more of a location as we get closer to it. And it's just a come by, say hello, maybe meet a new friend. I think what I'm going to allow everyone to do that day who wants to, when I'm live, if you want to come down and you are a friend of the channel, if I know you, I'll have you come on and we'll sit for a minute. We'll talk about your channel for a second, and you can tell everybody on the stream a little bit about your channel and highlight yourself. If you're somebody I don't know and you're just hoping to walk up and get free promotion and you never spoke with us, well, no, probably not. Probably not, because I only endorse channels that and I say we because Jen helps me a lot with this, that we go through and do that. So Jen says I'll have to order more stickers. Yes, you will. So we're gonna do that down there. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. It's just something that's really come to fruition after thinking about it all week and thinking about all the great stuff I saw, and then spending time today with Jay Nashville and Jen and Paul and Steph here. I kind of want to do that. So I think we're gonna do that on that. It'll be whatever that weekend is. The night of hope is I gotta look at it here. Bump, bump,
Oh,
bump. And I really hope everybody that's there is going to go over to that night of hope. Or if you can't make it, support it. It's huge. Those guys work so hard, hours
yeah.
upon hours of preparation and planning. And they're all good people, Corey and Neil and Josh and so many others. Oh, we got another friend coming in. I get to use another slide today. Let's go over to the fourth slide. Hello, Baker.
Hey, Baker.
Hi guys.
Welcome in.
Hey,
Hi Pete.
Welcome in. Good to see you, buddy.
Oh,
So,
I was just going through some of my old Beach Boys albums and had to come in my studio and saw you were on and I'm like, oh, I'll say hello.
come on. That's great. Chris, but while I'm thinking about it, you know the bag that you got me, the black one, the gray one for pin. It's for pin trading. Remember you got me that one a long time ago, and we put those pins on it on the front of it. And you put those locks on them. You remember that?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I'm bringing that back down because we want to get some of those pins off, and we can't figure out how to do it. So I'm bringing it down when I come in August. I need your help. I'll just let you know. Preston
Okay.
tried to get it off for like 20 minutes the other day, and finally he just walked in and said, "We're taking this to Baker," and slammed it down. So I was like, okay. So
Okay.
there we go. So we're just talking about what it was like, and Chris, I'd love to get your feedback. Just seeing so many people down there when right outside of Tron, it was like 40 some people. It's crazy.
Okay. So here's the thing. I was in the merch. I was in Tron merch. And I'm looking out the double doors, which they leave open all the time. And I just saw like 6 or 8 people. And I'm like, oh, all right, well, I'll go out there in a second. It's hot out there. And I'm looking around and I turn back around and there's 10 or 12 people. And then I'm like, wow, there's a lot of people out there. And then I look to my left and then I see Casey. And Casey comes in. He goes, hey, Baker. I said, hey, Casey, he goes, you coming out? I'm like, yeah. I said, there's a lot of people out there. It's like, yeah, that was very that was just I didn't expect that at all. It's like that's cool.
Neither did I. It's a nice thing when the people from the community want to come out and are my goal, and I am convinced or committed to this, is to try to make this community as big and as strong as we can, finding as many new friends as we can. You never know. You never know if your next close friend or associate or somebody to partner with is right out there and you just don't know them yet. Heck, I mean, look at the three of you guys. I mean, 5 years ago, before I started doing this and gotten into everything, I didn't know any of the three of you.
Yeah.
And now, I consider it blessed that, you all are in my life and part of what we're doing, for it. Paul says, I could have helped you, Pete. Yes, the alien keys. Well, Paul, drive back up here and help me out. That way we don't have to take it to Baker. You don't have to do it tonight, but
Wait a minute. So are they the brass ones? Are they these little brass ones?
they're big, long brass ones. They're longer ones.
Yeah, yeah, that's them.
Okay. Well, I don't know what you did, but we can't get them off. We even tried pliers and everything.
Here, use this.
Oh, thanks. Curtis family, hello. Yes, Curtis family was with Doug today. I got a great picture of those guys all together, hanging out down there. I thought that was awesome. That's it's people seeing each other outside of this whole thing is a pretty cool thing. Baker, I was making the announcement tonight that Saturday of Night of Hope, around 11 o'clock, I'm going to do a little get together down at the Springs for anybody that wants to stop in, and I'm trying to endorse people to go over to Night of Hope because I think
Yeah,
it's a great thing.
we're gonna need crowd control for that one.
For that one down there. Yeah. Well, I'm going to do it at the Springs and probably in a slow spot. We're still working out the details, but I at least we were talking about it all today and how amazing it was to meet new people and see old friends and everything. And
And make new friends. I heard what you said earlier, and making new friends. I mean, people that you've never met before.
mhm.
You know, and I had met Lily before, but this was the second time, and so
There you go.
that's where it was the rest of the day. I haven't even taken it off. So
There you go. Perfect.
I love
actually,
it.
I was
Talk
telling you
cars.
before you came on that you were one of the few that luckily got one before we ran out for the day because we didn't
I
bring
heard
enough.
what you said.
Baker's got it protected. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He's got it
Yeah, Mandy
protected.
Mary won't even let me touch our Lily's knife napkin. She's got it in a frame in her office. I'm allowed to look at it as I walk by.
Jen says she almost wiped sweat on hers. That wouldn't have been a good thing.
That wasn't part of the rules because we said she couldn't blow her nose or wipe her mouth with it. We didn't say anything
Yeah.
about sweat, so I guess
Yeah,
she was
well,
following the rules.
that's
You
true.
know,
Well, Preston, when I wanted to mess with Lily down there when I had it, I told Preston, I was like, "Hey, give me the white cloth that we have there." He goes, "Why?" I said, "I'm gonna put the white cloth here, and I've got the napkin here, and I'm gonna make this big sneeze and this loud noise, and then pull the napkin up and be like, oh." And he's like, "No, you're not doing that." And he took the napkin from me. I still don't have it. The napkin is actually in the bag. Preston has all of our receipts and all of our business cards. We were lucky enough. I met like 7 or 8 streamers down there, several which that approached me that had heard about what we do with promoting other channels and asked me if I would take a look at their channel and see if they could be promoted here. And I explained to them, look, as long as you're doing the right things, you're not buying subs, you're not putting wrong exploiting stuff on there and all that stuff. I'm sure we'd be happy to do it. But I told him I'd do it when I get home, and I'm going to work on that next week. And do that. But there's a bag somewhere that Preston has it. I guess I gotta work through him to get everything put away, which is fine. It's all good. So, but yeah, so it was a good time, and we're up to like 30, or I mean, $8,100, which is amazing.
Awesome. Love
So
it.
that's real good stuff there. So we're excited about that. I have the list here. Matter of fact, I can do this real quick. Also, I want to say for these donations, we've tried to recognize everybody on the website and both here on the Friday Night Show. If I missed anybody, please let me know. Going way over the top in their support for this event. Let me just throw it out there that Paul and Stephanie doing a lot behind the scenes and helping us for the event. Um, Baker has done a ton of stuff going and buying and picking up stuff for me to do it, and basically buying the stuff and let me get it from him and help him. So thank you, Chris, for running around all down there. Kate,
Sure.
Oodalali Lane, Kate and Karen, the amount of stuff that we had today because of them was ridiculous. Okay. And I thank you for what they did. They went around to many of the shops that were selling their Disney stuff at discount around the holidays or after the holidays. They used coupon cards and they clipped virtual coupons and all kind of stuff to get stuff. It was ridiculous. The announcement that I can tell you today is for the door bags alone for the event, door bags alone, we have over $4,000 in prizes or door prizes that were given away that night, which is pretty sick. So thank you. So that was some of the people. Mark Langenkamp went way over the top and has done a ton for this whole event coming up here in August. So I wanted to thank Mark for his efforts. The artists that we've done, and Jen, if you're by your computer and you could drop all of the artist names into the chat, just do a type in. Just take a look at our playlist. You know everybody that's done it. I know it's on the spot, but I'm pretty sure Jen can do it. All, Almost every one of these artists and authors that we've interviewed, guys, I think every one that we've interviewed this year has offered us something to put part of either our event for August as door prizes or for the giveaways for June and for August. You know, we were just interviewing last night was Jason W. Chrisman, and we were talking to him at the end. He asked me about my story and what happened, and I told him about what we're doing and what I'm trying to do with this community. And he's like, "I'm sending you some of my Star Wars pieces." So
Wow.
Ken all of a sudden Ken went what? Yeah. So so he said he's
Star
like
Wars.
he's like, send me your address and I'm gonna get that over to you in the mail. We're talking to Bob Weiss. I mean, this guy, like Baker said, a legend, right? Bob Weiss. Which,
Dude,
by the way, he will be
Yeah.
on Good Morning America tomorrow morning. He got bumped on Tuesday because of all the stuff going on in the world, the challenges and everything. But he is in New York. I already got a text message from him. He's in New York and he will be on Good Morning America tomorrow morning. Bob, at the end of it, talking with Jen and I backstage, says, "Hey, send me your address. I'm going to get you one of my brand new books. I'm going to sign it with a little special note inside of it." So all of these people are doing it. We've got so much there. Someone say Star Wars. Yes, Paul, they did. You're gonna have to battle Ken for it. Maybe you guys can have a lightsaber battle at the meetup, get together down there in December. That would be kind of fun. So we've got a ton of that. So thank you to all these artists and everybody that we've interviewed that has done so much. I'm trying to just think off the top of my head, just some of the stuff that comes to mind real quick for what people have done. I'm sure I'll be reminded by some of it, but anyway. So anyway, that's where I'm at now. So Pat, when's the next? You're going back down? What, September, October? When are you going back down?
We're going back down in November.
November. Okay.
November, and then we won't be there. Unfortunately, we won't be there for Night of Hope this year.
Okay.
But we will be back in January.
January. Do you know when it?
Yes.
Do you know when your January trip is? If you do, you'll have to let me know.
No, well, I
Because
was going to say that I talked to a certain guy over the weekend. He's a little on the strange side, and he said he's going to be down there in January. Just didn't give me any dates yet.
was that Ken?
So no, it was you.
Oh,
But
me.
still, no, Mandy and I have never been down for farts. So
I will tell you that we will definitely be there week 1. I know that. I don't know the other week yet because it's going to be the week when they announce. There's a week that they have some of the, I guess, elite people, I would like to say. And by elite, I mean they're not really just artists. You have a Baker, and you could probably help me with this. We have Paige O'Hara, who does Belle. She's an artist. They have Brett Iwan, is what, voice of Mickey Mouse, right? So he's an artist. Tom, oh God, Disney Imagineer. I'm drawing a blank. Tom, oh God, Imagineer, been around forever. Baker, help me out. Give me not Bob Gurr, but oh my God, he's still around. He's still doing stuff. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, somebody list some top Imagineers.
Yes.
Not Nabby. No, not Nabby,
Yes,
Jonathan. I'd love to get Nabby. I wish Nabby was down there. Maybe it's not Tom. Who am I thinking? God, I can see his face. I'm having one of my coma moments right now when I have a gray spot and I can't think about it. Baxter. Tony Baxter.
Oh, Tony Baxter.
Tony Baxter is an
Tony
artist.
Baxter.
A
All you
great
had to
artist.
do was say handlebar mustache.
I should have said that, right. So they have a week where they feature all these type of people. And I want to get down there then because I want to talk to them, because I want to go up to those people and say, listen, I want to interview you and talk to you, but like for Brett Iwan, I don't want, we can hint on the voice of Mickey Mouse, but I don't need to talk about that. I want to talk about your art. I want to talk about
Yeah.
what you do there. If you want to talk about Mickey Mouse, great. Paige O'Hare. If you want to talk about being Belle, great. But let's talk about your art. So week 1 and one other week, I just don't know what that will be till we do that. Also, I've talked with Jen a little bit, and we're excited. We are going to do a show. We are going to do a dialogue show, but it'll just be me and Jen, and it'll be somewhere around November, I guess, late November. We are going to do a full show on the 5 weeks of the Festival of the Arts and kind of talk about all the artists that are there each week, kind of highlight them if we've interviewed them, bring some stuff in. It's going to be kind of like a overview of the artists coming for that show, and I think that'll be kind of fun because we'll be able to look at some of the artists that we haven't been able to talk with yet, and try to, okay, bullseye, I want to talk to this person. I want to, let's put these people on the list. I know I already want to talk to Jared Moriyama. I think I'm saying that right. I want to get back and talk to there's like 3 or 4 others that we want to do, that we've got a list that we're working on. Up, doorbell's ringing here. Let me go over one more. Hello. Oh, it's Tina. Hello, Tina. Welcome in. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing
See,
good.
now you have a rose among all these thorns.
Yeah.
Oh, the thorn
Oh,
amongst all the roses.
Either way, we were just kind of talking about right now. We're talking about next year for Festival of the Arts and doing that pre-show and everything that we're going to do a planning show and just talk about all that. I think that'll be a ton of fun, and I think it'll be educational for everybody. If people that are planning to go down to Festival of the Arts, if they have a certain artist they're looking to try to get or talk with, you'll be able to know that. So. Disney Baker, good to see you last week. Mono Romali says, there you go.
Yes.
So, Tina says, get in here, Jen, in case you didn't see her finger. She wasn't giving you the finger. At first I thought she was giving us the finger. I thought that's where it was going.
No, I would never.
Not like
do
we don't
that.
deserve it.
So she says, get in here. It was, I'll tell you what, it was pretty phenomenal. So, what about Ken? I mean, obviously you living down there. You guys got any big plans coming up?
Well, the first thing I'll say is I hope Cakes is here for Festival of the Arts because I'm tired of mailing him all this stuff I got to pick up for him. Since I live down here and shipping it up to him. So, ooh, Ken, grab that. Ooh, yeah. I bring it on myself. I show it to him. I think you might like this, and then I buy it and then I send it to him. So
I was going to say it's more like.
No, I mean right now.
Bring Cakes. Have
sorry.
you seen this? Have you seen this one? Here's this one.
I got him to spend his money. So, right now. The next 2 weeks, this weekend and next week, Lily is actually doing she's going to be a junior in high school next year. So she's on a career. The school offered her a career. I don't know really what you call it, career pre-planning thing for after high school. So she's actually doing photography lesson / class / it's actually work for the school system in Seminole County down here in Florida.
Okay.
And so she goes to the school system every day, takes pictures with her and whoever other classmates in there, take those pictures from the school that the school wants, brings them back in, edits those photos for again what the school is ordering. And at the end of 2 weeks, she's for the first time in her life is going to make her own money. They're going to send her a $500 check when it's all said and done. So she is super pumped about that, So it's like,
that's great.
And I'm trying to convince her to buy some things for Dad, but I don't think it's going to happen. But it's just no, it's the first time she's ever done a job, for herself that she's earning money on. So I'm super proud of her. The first week's almost over. The teacher and the people have already said Lily's working really hard. She's proud of what she's doing. She's trying to do her best. I think the YouTube stuff has sort of helped out, with what she needs to do in this photography thing of knowing what to look for and stuff like that. So, so that's going to keep her busy for the next 2 weeks. Other than that, no major plans. We're planning on, well, Pete, if you don't mind me saying it, I'll bring it up right now. Cakes and I have now started officially our new YouTube channel that we just created today.
A new YouTube channel that was announced today. What?
Yeah, it's one that we've been talking about for a while now. That
Okay.
we're gonna do. It's called the 927 with Cakes and Kenny J. That's what we're naming it.
Okay.
And the nine and Cakes, I'll let Cakes explain a little bit more about the 927 because he's the one that came up with the name.
All
So it's
right.
just
Let me
and it's
hear
just gonna
about it.
be a super. It's just going to be a super talk show. We haven't really, like I said, we just created the logo, the banner, everything today's been set up.
Yeah.
We haven't, done any content or scheduled anything yet. That's coming down
Wait a
the
minute. Is
line.
the channel set up?
It
Yeah.
is. Yes, it is. So,
All
yeah.
right. One of you two drop the link right now into the chat.
Okay.
Both of you
Uh,
have the.
You
Both of
got
you
that,
have.
okay?
Yeah.
yeah, I'll
Drop.
take care of. I'll take care of that. But yeah, so that's our big news. Like I said, we had been talking
Yeah.
about this for months, and and again, the show is just going to be us sort of like what we're doing right now. We're just going to come up with topics to talk about and just
Yeah.
let it flow where it is, and so more information to come. But I'll let Cakes give you the information about the 927 while I find the link for you. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So I live in Southwest Ohio, Cincinnati, and Ken lives in Orlando, and we are literally house to house, 927 miles apart.
Oh
And so
wow.
that's where we were trying to figure out something. I mean, we were just trying to figure out something, and it's just going to be, I don't know, a kind of goof off show. Like we're not trying to make big. We're basically going to promote Lily a lot. So I think, but and just hang out and do, and like Ken said, just talk and have people on if they want to come in and hang out. And I
Yep.
don't know, because we talk enough on the phone to each other. We figure we bore somebody else with it too. So
Okay. Well, the link is right there in the chat. If anybody would
yeah,
like to give them a follow and check and see what they're going to be doing, you're already up to 17 subscribers. So,
Yeah.
yeah, all right,
hey, you get them close to
breaking
one.
those records.
You get them close to 100, they can get their lock in their YouTube name. So nice job on the banner.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. Good
Yeah,
picture.
thanks.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
we're
sure.
trying to catch. We're gonna try and catch Dame before we post any content, just to see how many subscribers we can get. Like Dame with no
Oh my
content.
God.
So
That'll get her riled up. That's for
She
sure.
doesn't know
Okay.
that yet.
Well, that's cool. You can check that out. Also, at the top, everybody, I have a video posted pinned up at the top where I was trying to get 21 views tonight. We've got two
Yeah,
videos only on our channel that are under 100 views that we've done. So, if you guys don't mind, you can open it up and give it a view. That one, I believe, is La Befana, the Italian Santa Claus type figure at the festival of the holidays down there. So you're up to 22. We'll see how far you go. So I'll let the lady go first, and Baker can hang tight, and we'll go Baker after him. Tina, what do you got going on? Anything new coming up or anything on your channel?
No, not
No.
really. Just doing things, all the things, life, and everything else.
Here, come on in here for a minute.
Hanging out with friends. That's about it.
That's about
So,
it.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna. Everybody know you can drop Tina's channel while she's in here as well. So I can say this real quick. Ken was awesome to share Lily's success. We love talking about our kids and what they do. Um, Amber has been so quick story to tell the whole story, but quickly. When I got sick, prior to Amber going into what she was going to do, prior to me getting sick, I'm not sure what field you were going to, or maybe you didn't even know what field you were going to at that point.
Was going in undecided.
She was going in undecided, and then all of this stuff happened to me. And when I came up from the coma and was coming out of the thing, Amber made the announcement to me that, Dad, with everything that's happened to you, I have decided to take my career path into helping other people as an occupational therapist, which is something that I had to have. I lived with an occupational therapist. It felt like every day out of the week for so dang long, and I still do it from time to time where I need to stretch my hand out or do something. So she went to college, living in Diz. Hello, Corey. Corey stretched my hand out while we were down there. He's also in therapy. So anyway, long story short, Amber changed her thing, and she went to Towson, and she's due to graduate with her bachelor's in December. And get that, and she started her internship with, what is your intern title?
It's Occupational therapist with pediatric autistic kids.
Pediatric autistic kids. They liked her so much that she was asked to go to an interview. She went there today, and based on the time she's been with them already and everything, they offered her a job on the spot for after as soon as college is done. But she actually gets to start working on it while she's in college, right?
Yeah, I start in August.
She starts in August. And what will your title be?
A registered behavior therapist. I work under an occupational therapist in a BCBA.
So, and they said there's opportunity for her to move up and everything after that once she completes her time in and everything. So that's a big announcement for us today that Amber found that out. We're real excited for her. So we wanted to, I told her I was going to share it tonight with all of my friends over here. So thank you for coming in. You getting ready to go to bed?
Yeah.
You're exhausted. Okay. Try not to have a grumpy dog in the morning.
Because we're taking him camping.
That's right. You're going camping. Okay. Good night. Love you. So anyway, real excited for her with that and everything. So
Awesome.
Somebody drop Tina's link in there for me for her channel. I'd appreciate it. There's Casey's Corner of the World.
I did
Amber's,
forget.
what's that?
Hey, Casey.
What did I do, Tina?
Sorry.
What?
Cakes reminded me I'm a dope, and I forgot to say something.
Okay. Go ahead and
Next
say it.
Friday, 7 o'clock, we're bringing back Bama versus Boston.
Oh,
Movie quotes.
movie quotes. Bama versus Boston over on Tina's channel.
Cakes is so excited. He's thrilled.
7 o'clock?
Sure.
7 o'clock, yes.
Okay, awesome over there. Casey's in here. It was great to be with Casey all weekend. Love my brother Casey. Amber is going to be a phenomenal OCC therapist. She has more real life training. That's true. You're absolutely right. So I'm very excited for what she's going to do in life down there. And I thank Corey. Living in Diz is in here. I grabbed him while I was down there. I was having a really bad day with my hand because of the heat, and he stretched me out a little bit, and that helped me. So thank you, Corey, for doing that. Baker, what do you got going on? You've been doing a lot of whatnot lately, right?
Yeah, well, we're getting ready for whatnot.
Okay.
It doesn't flow as smooth as most people think. There's a lot of setting up to do.
Okay.
I got a boatload of pins, and I see a bunch of Star Wars guys in the middle of this picture. I've got a lot of Star Wars pins. I probably have over 75 Star Wars
cool.
pins.
Okay.
That I'll be
Say hi.
that they'll be on whatnot. So if you're interested.
There you go. Hold on, Bake. Hold on one sec. Another head popping in.
Oh, here. This is what you need. Here, use this.
Yeah, that'll help a lot right now.
Well, I didn't want them to fall off, and they didn't.
All right. To the person who just texted me, I got your note. Thank you very much. My prayers are with you, and I will reach out to you shortly and say hello and see how you're doing. I don't want to type all that in my text. Thank you. I know you can hear me. So,
yes, so we're working on that, and I probably will be live on Sunday, depending on when we celebrate my son's birthday.
Okay. So live on your YouTube channel. Somebody drop Baker's
either
link
Saturday
in there,
or Sunday.
please. And Chris,
Depends on when he wants to celebrate.
Do you have a link to? Is there a link? I don't know much about it. Is there a whatnot link that you have that you could drop into the chat? You have I'm asking you to do it because you know where it is.
There is. Hold on a second.
Just drop it in the chat so everybody can. All right, hold it right there. If anybody wants to get to Baker's whatnot, you can tap your screen right there, and it'll take you over to his whatnot. He's selling all kind of. He's got pins galore that he's selling. So okay, cool. There you go. Make life easy. So. A lot of good stuff going on, with everything. A lot of crazy stuff going on with Disney. There's so much going on down at the parks. If you think about it, like in the next 6 months, you got everything going on with the refurb with Big Thunder. Then we got the Villains Land going in behind that, right over there. So that's going to be huge construction over at Magic. You think about, you got the whole new land going over there into Animal Kingdom with everything and all that, and that's going to be a massive done. You got Hollywood Studios with all the Monsters Land coming in, where they're going to be doing all of that over there. We've got new parades coming. Jen says, yeah, test track, AP test track things are going to be starting soon. So that's coming back. I know I'm missing stuff. I know there's more. That's just the big ones that are coming in off the top of my head. Good, because we're getting new stuff, but man, the lines are going to be crazy in what is open.
So what did they say? The 22nd test track
For
opens?
I haven't. I've heard a lot of different things, Chris. I haven't heard anything from Disney. The only thing I've seen from Disney official yet is that they are going to do AP previews before the date. So, I've heard all kinds of dates. I'm not going to sit here and shout out any date on here until I see it actually from Disney. Thank you, Tina, for putting that in there.
Thanks, Tina.
It's going to be crazy down there. I mean, Baker, you're down there a lot. I mean, can you imagine what it's going to be like when you take Hollywood Studios and you've already closed off the whole Muppets thing that you got going? You're talking about a transition of the Rock and Roller Coaster down there, so that's going to create chaos down there in trying to get to the villains thing. Is there anything else that I'm missing down at Studios right now? I don't think so.
But it's really, you brought up a good point. Normally, if you're at the parks and something is happening at one park, like when they were doing Tron, okay, and so that park, the train was down, so you couldn't do the train. Okay, great. So it was kind of neglected. So people kind of stayed away from that. When they're doing construction, okay, well, where are you going to go now? You can't go to Animal Kingdom's doing construction. Hollywood Studios is doing construction. Magic Kingdom's going to be doing construction. It's going to be like, well, this is interesting. I mean, you can go, but
Right.
there's always going to be walls up. There won't be any walls at Epcot because they're not building
For the
anything.
first time in forever.
Right, maybe. Oh, that's I like that pun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a good point. I mean, go to Epcot.
So I think Epcot's going to see, and of course you got the new Geo over there, which people are trying to get into and seem to love it. The ones that are going. So the question is, does now Epcot, which how many rides are we really talking about that get a heavy action? Of course, now you're going to add Test Track back in. Test Track Soarin', Ratatouille, Guardians. So 4, maybe you can add in Frozen with 5. Okay, that get heavy action. Am I missing one that gets heavy action? I think it's just those 5, right? I mean, there's some other ones that get some slower action, like Living with the Land and stuff like that. They're not getting the heavy, drive. So, now you're putting more people into that park with those 5 rides. How long are those lines going to be? Disney probably loves it because hopefully more people will buy Lightning Lane and spend money and drive their profits up. Let's be honest. But hey, don't know. How's that going to be? So that'll be interesting when you're talking about Hollywood Studios and being over there. Just the, I mean, obviously, I don't think the construction will be as bad with Monsters Inc. because they're going to be working back behind there. I don't believe it'll affect anything with Galaxy's Edge, even though it runs up to it. So I don't think that'll be affected. And they are reusing some of what's down there. It's not like they're ripping it all down. They're only ripping parts of it down. And then, I mean, Rock and Roller Coaster is a retheming. I'd imagine probably they start on the inside first and do everything inside first before they worry about the outside. I'd imagine, on there. What is Casey sending me? Casey, you're welcome to come on if you want. All right, might be a different article Casey sent me. He's sending me, okay, so they're saying Test Track officially reopened July 22nd. Does it say on the dates here for the, I'm looking to see if it says anything officially about AP. So I'd imagine the APs would be probably 2 weeks before. If they're doing APs, I think that's a good timing. So you're probably looking at APs opening up right after the July 4th holiday. And then, running that.
They'll probably do them all. They'll probably do, D23, APs, DVC.
Yep.
They'll use cast members first as guinea pigs,
and run them through.
which we don't mind.
Thank you. Go do your thing.
Here you go.
Yes.
Jen says she's going to fly down in the morning, ride it, and fly back home. What? When you get $19 flights, you can do that.
Yes, you can.
Tina, what do you think? Are you? Can you do that ride? Can you do test track? Is that going around? God, that sucks. Nope. Okay, that sucks. I can imagine. What rides can you do at Epcot? Any of them?
Things that don't go spin or wee.
Wow, that's not many.
I can do attractions. I don't even know if I could do Haunted Mansion, actually.
Really?
Because I did Figment. And that was just, I was just hanging on by a thread with all the lights and the spinning. I can't, low lighting does a job on my brain. But yeah, there's minimal that I could do. I'm basically just a lawn ornament in the parks.
Okay. All right. Welcome into Best Sunflower. There's Doug. Good. Hello, Zippity Doo Doug. Welcome
Hey,
in, sir.
Doug.
Good to see you. Desk Demon. Hello. Desk Demon says, I love Spaceship Earth. It's a good one. Spaceship Earth is a good one. With all that, of course, obviously Spaceship Ears has a big affiliation there. So let me ask you guys, when looking at it, I'll go Tina first because I know looking at it, you got so much coming up now in the parks over these next, let's say, 2 years, basically. You got the whole entire Villains Land coming in, whole entire Villains Land. You got everything going in with everything over in to Animal Kingdom with all of that whole change and all the Indiana Jones and every other dag thing that they're going over there. We've got Monsters Land coming over there is one. You got the transition over there with Muppets. Maybe the villains currently where they're at, maybe possibly, hopefully Disney will realize this is stupid. Let me move this over into the new Villains Land and maybe we'll get a new Muppets thing over there. I don't know. Tempted to see. Tina, of all the things that they're talking about coming, is it for you and your family, what is the thing that you're most excited about?
I haven't talked about this with Jason. I don't even think he knows what's going on. But I know Monsters Inc. will probably be a hit with my son.
Okay.
Villains with my middle child who loves Maleficent.
Okay.
With me, I don't know. I'm neither here nor there. I'm still bitter about Muppets 3D. So once I get over that hump, then I think it's safe to ask me that question.
Okay.
The jury's still out.
Debbie's going to be hanging out with you, just so you know.
She can hang out with me. Oh, and I'm also still miffed that they're taking away Tom Sawyer Island and the Liberty boat.
Okay. Good deal. Keith Winter, welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. Also, Ryan Rowe is in the house. Hello, Ryan. Sounds like my wife, Tina. We went to Dollywood. She rode two kids' rides. There you go. Well, there you go. So let's do that. Sorry, Death Demon is one of my work accounts. Had to while I was on. Forgot which account I was on. No problem, Susan. I can't keep up with Susan and all of her accounts that she has. 19,000 accounts. Ken, what about you? What are you guys most excited about?
Well, for me personally, me being a big Star Wars fan, obviously, I don't think anything's ever going to come close to when Galaxy's Edge opened for me personally. You know what I'm saying? But it's but to look forward to the stuff that's coming, I think, I know my daughter's probably most excited about Villains Land that's coming, so I'm excited for that too. I have a heart, since we've been pass holders for so many years now. I'm with Tina. I miss so much stuff that they closed down that it's hard for me to open up to the newer things until I actually see it, experience it, and then okay, do I really like it? It's hard for me to now again take Star Wars Land out of it because that's just personal to me.
Right.
But all this other stuff, for all the stuff that they're closing, to get all this new stuff in, it's a love-hate thing, you know what I'm saying? I love that they're trying to do new things, but I hate that they got to take stuff away in order to get there. So,
okay.
But I think the Villains Land is way overdue.
Okay.
I think that's obviously with the show. You saw the show for the first time last week, or was it 2 weeks
Yep.
ago, or whatever it
Hmm.
was. I think we all agreed it was an awesome show,
It
and I
is an
think
awesome show.
if that show is leading into this, Villains Land, oh, but I can't wait for that one.
Well,
That's
and
probably what we're most excited
And I'm
about.
glad you brought that up because it's the perfect transition since I kept getting whacked by your daughter to talk to a notorious Disney villain. Let's go out to the hotline. Hello, Disney villain. You're on.
First off, it's not true at all.
Oh, that's
I
not.
would like to say that Lily was smacking me and running me into it with her scooter, and I have bruises to prove it.
Oh, my Lord. That's not the story that I got. Does anybody do doggone with this, bud? What's up, bud? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm driving about 130 mile an hour. Yeah, doing great. I'm trying to get rid of these blue lights flashing behind me, but.
Yeah, I'm glad they're chasing you. We're talking about right now. I'll ask you while you're on here. Slow down, Shador. Molly says to you, Doug, by the way. Here's my question to you. What are you most excited about with all the new stuff coming up?
What am I most excited about? I am most excited about that there will be more people going into these other parts of the parks that leaves other things open for me.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. I'll take that. Take that.
They need more things in these parks. They're too crowded. The lines are too long. Test track opens July 22nd. It's going to help with all the lines at Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
With them to go down. So, yeah, I mean, do I want a fifth park? I don't think there's a need for a fifth park. They could just keep adding on to what they already have.
Okay. I like it. I like it. What else is on your mind while you're calling in?
Well, I'd like to clear something up.
Oh, home run, Cowser. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
That's a good point.
Cowser just hit a three-run blast.
Is that Cakey Pooh Bear that's with you?
It is. And real quick, let me acknowledge Monorail Molly, 47 months supporting. Thank you, Jen.
All right.
Oh, let Matthew McConaughey do his thing. Look, I couldn't do half the stuff I do over here without Jen. So thank you for your support. Go ahead. You want to clear something up. Okay, what are you clearing up?
Yeah, with Cakey Pooh Bear and Kent.
Okay.
That, I am Lily's favorite.
No.
And she's awesome. Isn't she, boys? Am I her favorite?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Doug. You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
I'm so tempted to move this phone down here just so I can.
Hold on, Doug. Hold on 1 sec. Ken. What were you saying?
I said I'm this close to bringing this phone downstairs and putting Lily on camera and saying, Lily, let's answer this question, and we'll see what she says.
We could do that. We could do that. Doug, what were you saying about Kelly Myers?
I did tell Lily that Kelly Myers owes her another popcorn.
Wow. Good job spending Kelly Myers' money.
Isn't that great?
That is good. Spend Kelly Myers' money.
I thought it was good.
I love that.
Listen, what an amazing trip we just had. Seeing lots of friends.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot tell you what this trip meant to me to be with you and Preston and Jen and Pat and Kent and Lily and everybody who's down there after losing Mom. It was a hard trip for me. It was. I had a lot of days where I would drift off by myself from everybody and cry and remember the good times that I had with my mom there. And I can't tell you how much it meant to me to have you by my side most of that trip.
Well, thank you. I appreciated you wanting to spend time with it. It was an incredible time with friends, and it was just good. Like I talked about it earlier, and real quick, let me welcome in Corey from Living in Diz is in the house with us now too. We'll talk with Corey in just a minute.
Even though you kept throwing things at me in the stores.
I don't know anything about throwing things at you. I'll tell that story in a minute. But let me say this, Doug. It was one of the most special things was when Lily said goodbye to everybody, and hey, what's up, theme park giant? Welcome in. And Lily told you and Jen and everybody, hey, I love you guys. It was just a nice moment to see that. So, but before we go over to Corey, two things. One, I have Lily here. She's going to answer the question. So go ahead, Ken, talk to us.
Yep. Okay, Lily, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Now,
Hi,
the
Lily.
question.
Hi, Lily.
There you go. So yes, she's got her haunted mansion gear on just for you guys tonight. So
Nice.
yeah, but really quick, Lily, Zippity Doo Doug was just on here, and he could probably hear you right now. He's saying that he is your favorite. Is that true or false?
False.
Good answer, Lily. That's a good answer.
There you.
Wait, who's your favorite, Lily?
Oh my
Who's your
God.
favorite, Lily?
Dog.
Lily, you're
No,
lying.
Pete.
Pete. Oh, you're gonna say Pete. Say Pete's your favorite?
Pete, my favorite.
There you
All
go.
right, I
I'm
win.
killing Kelly.
So Pete,
Oh.
what she's saying is wheels stick together. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
So it's like,
There you go.
yeah,
Dog
yeah,
scared me one time on with videos.
yeah, that's right.
my God,
There you go.
Lily,
So,
Lily,
yeah.
you are an absolute gem. That was one of my highlights of my trip, was getting to meet Lily and hang out with her. That kid is amazing. When I saw her live streaming the last I saw them, the way that she does it, she's amazing.
Yeah, she is amazing, and it was great to hang with her and spend some time. That was absolutely awesome. So, welcome in, Holly. I'll tell everybody this. I'll tell everybody this before I let Doug or Doug can hang out and keep going as we keep talking. It's more than welcome to. I did do something to Doug that was. Huh? Oh Lord. Well, hey, somebody's got to be. It's your turn right now. This was great. Doug was live streaming, and Preston and I saw him, and we hid behind these racks, following him around the Emporium, right? And we kept just missing him. And like one of the times, he should have seen us, but Preston went real slim behind this tree thing and everything. So Doug comes up next to this rack that is for the Haunted Mansion, I think it was, and it's filled with crows that look like ravens, right? And so as Doug goes by, I throw one over the top, flying at him to hit him. And then as he turns around, I start taking my arm and whacking every one of the racks. So their eyes are lighting up and they're squawking at him, the whole thing. It was worth it for me for that. So take that, Doug.
It was the scariest thing I ever had.
You know what? And that is the same answer. That is the same answer that Watt says every time he walks into Raven Stadium. It was the scariest experience that I've had.
That's not true at all. Listen, all I see is this red-eyed rat bird.
Strike one. Strike one.
I knew exactly who it was. And I turned around, and you should have seen these two numbnuts trying to hide behind this rack. I'm laughing my head off. I'm like, Pete, I can see your scooter.
It was worth trying to hide. So it was good. It was a good thing.
Filthy rat birds.
All right. Good night. Drive safe.
Love you, Pete. Good night.
Good night.
All right.
Doug,
Lily, saying goodbye to everybody. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, Lily.
Hello.
Lily. Bye, Lily.
Thanks, guys, for letting her do that. That made her night. So
absolutely. Living in Diz is in the house right now. Hello, Corey. How you doing, buddy?
Doing all right, everyone. How's everyone doing? Figured I'd pop on for a few minutes. It's Jacob's birthday tonight, so we're about to cut some cake in a few minutes.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
Good day.
Thank you.
He's about to whip my butt in some Mario Kart.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's good stuff. We were kind of talking. I still got to get to Baker, but Corey, tell me real quick. What are you most excited about with all the new stuff?
Well, I mean, I think you got to go with some recency bias here, and the first thing up is the parade coming up. And when D23 dropped all of those announcements for all this great stuff coming, my biggest reaction in like pumping my fist and almost driving off the road, because that's when I learned it, was the Starlight Parade.
Oh yeah, we
It's
haven't even
been a
talked
long
about
time
that.
since we've had a nighttime parade in Magic Kingdom, and I've been barking about that for years. So to have that come along is going to be amazing. I mean, you always talk about Disney where you have core memories of everybody has their own memories for different reasons over the years that they make with their families growing up or whenever you started coming to the parks. And for us, it's really special to think back on the memories of coming down from like way up north and seeing the Main Street Electrical Parade. So it's going to be pretty cool to bring something back like that. And looking forward to that. So I'm most excited about that. And then can't wait to get on the new Monsters Inc. Coaster. I think that's going to be pretty cool. Of course, thinking like a streamer, I'm like, are we going to be able to stream that? Because that would be a lost opportunity if we couldn't. So
I
we'll
think
have to
it's gonna.
find
Hey,
something.
JRH, welcome in. David T, welcome in. I think it's gonna be one of the things where you have to put the lock it into your chest, kind of like
I'm
Tron.
thinking chest harness. Yeah, I'm thinking chest harness for sure.
I think
Yep.
so. I think so too. That parade. Tell me about the parade. What's the most important thing about that? Just the overall that it's a night parade. What the content is. What is it for you?
It's the night parade first, but it's going to be full of lights. It's so, that's what everybody thinks about when you think about, I mean, that's what made the Main Street Electrical Parade special. It's all the lights and how they dance, along the floats and just light everything up, like the Pete's Dragon and the big eagle at the end and just all that stuff. The seven dwarfs and all the diamonds, and it's just a beautiful sight to see. And right now they're running paint the night over there at Disneyland, and
Yeah.
that's amazing. And I hear with the Starlight Parade they're going to give there'll be little pieces of music in there, I think, that are going to sound like the Main Street Electrical Parade again too, so like a
Hmm.
salute to that. So that'll be pretty neat too.
Okay. Cool. I like that. Okay. That's good stuff.
A funny thing was Jacob was so young when we went the first few times. I think it took 3 trips to Magic Kingdom before he could see the parade because we couldn't keep the boy up.
Oh my
He just
gosh.
fell asleep. Trying to
He
pick him up, tape his eyes open. It
Corey,
wasn't
I have
working.
the same problem when I watch Patriot games, so I can understand what
Thank
he'd be going through. You know.
you.
So, ah, let me
I
let's go
I
over to
can't
Baker for a
believe you were
second.
throwing ravens. I can't believe
Uh,
you're throwing ravens around at
hey,
people.
you gotta do that again. Um, you gotta do that. I want to go over to Chris in 1 second and talk to him about what he's most looking forward to. And Baker's doing a ton of good stuff. We put his whatnot in earlier. Tina, if you could keep dropping that. Chris is really trying to move some of his inventory out with his whatnot. And if you're a pin collector of any sort, go over to Chris because my brother has one. There's many people, friends that have great collections. Chris has an awesome collection of pins, so you can get some really good stuff over there. I want to highlight real quick a couple things. One, for those coming in, we've had a lot of people coming in late. That we are going to announce all of the recipients, the prize, do the prize wheel next Friday night, not tomorrow, a week from Friday. I need time to go through it, go through all the emails, make sure I do this right, get the full list together. We'll run the wheel. We're going to do that with all of my friends on Friday night. Tina, Jen, Doug on Friday night. Casey's going to come in. I got to get with Casey. Casey, if you're still listening, we're not doing it tomorrow night. Week from Friday. Need some time. So, hello. Good to see you, Mrs. LID.
The boss.
The boss. Yes. Hello. Good to see you. So we're going to announce that a week from Friday. We're excited about that. There are close to a dozen. I think it might be even more than that. I think it's 14 prizes, starting with the top end, like lounge fly bags, and working our way down that we're going to give back to those people that participated in the charity. So that's first thing. Second thing is I announced it at the beginning of the stream. Um, we are going to do something after the weekend we had down there with close to 40 different creators coming over to us, and basically I felt bad about it. We literally almost blocked off the entrance to Tron. There was so many people there. new people to the community, OGs in the community, people saying hello, shaking hands, meeting for the first time. I don't know why you weren't there. You should have been there, LID.
I don't know why I wasn't there. I didn't know about this.
Well,
we
if you
blocked
got
off
to
the
if you
tunnel.
watch my channel every then you'd know about it. You're too busy. It's Lawrence is in here. Lawrence could have told you about it. Put it on Lawrence. He knew.
Yeah,
Talk
yeah. Lauren should have told me, man.
talk to your guy.
Lawrence
Talk to
is
your
my
guy.
right hand man.
There you go. But here's the deal. The Magical Night of Hope is going to be that second weekend in December. Corey and his team do an amazing job. I've been there 2 years in a row. I've watched it every year they've done it. It raises money for Give Kids the World. It is an incredible charity. I'm a huge advocate for what they do. For the time that all those people from our community, Josh, Resort TV One, Corey, Neil, up there playing their music, doing their thing, raising money. They raised 75,000 last year. That Night of Hope night is the 14th, or I think whatever that second Saturday is. Somebody could look that up for me real quick. Oh, I got it right here. The 13th. They saying it's going to be that weekend, the second weekend there. So that's Saturday at around 11 a.m. for those who want to. I'm going to do a get together, a hangout, or whatever you want to call it. Say hello, meet some new people from the community over at the Springs. So it's just come hang out. You can go grab some lunch somewhere with some people. You can hang out and talk for a little bit, just for a couple hours, maybe 2 hours, so that everybody can go back, get dressed. I hope everybody will be going to that Night of Hope. But we're announcing that now that we're going to do a get together that Saturday. So would love to. We had 40 plus people there this weekend, and I tell you what, there was some truly touching moments, seeing people crying, meeting people for the first time, seeing people that are brand new to the community going up and saying, hello, my name is so-and-so. I just started a channel. I've been watching your channel. Baker, I saw you back there meet and greeting a bunch of people. We had, Ken and Pat show up, and I wasn't expecting, I didn't know Lily's Life Team Lily Life was all coming over, and all of a sudden I look up and there's Lily in my face yelling at me, hey, so hopefully a lot of friends will stop in there that night. It'll be a good time. No charge for it. Just come on, stop by, say hello. And if you're a creator that day, I think what I want to do is try to grab every creator that's down there, bring them onto my channel for a couple minutes, let them say hello, tell a little bit about their channel and what they do, and give people a chance to do what we do. I think we do best over here on my channel, which is try to help other people. So, and I want to keep that flowing. So we are going to do that. So welcome in, Scooter Adventures. Great to see you, Mike. Baker, what are you most looking forward to with all these changes?
I can show you with 2 pins.
Villains. That's a cool pin.
These are big pins. So here's a regular size pin.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for villains. What's up, Scooter? I'm ready for villains. When you look at the scheme of things, I mean, cars, I'm interested in cars too. And I understand no one likes to see anything leave. But in any business, you have to continue to push your product that's selling more of your product.
Right.
And unfortunately, I don't think Tom Sawyer was selling any product.
No.
Sorry,
No.
sorry, Tina.
No.
Tina, are you
People
an
just wanna
advocate for? Are you
complain.
mad about? Hold on, Tina, are you mad about Tom Sawyer? You don't want it?
If
wants
she
it.
says she's mad about it, take her
Well,
off.
about it going?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, ticked.
Really? Okay. Why?
Yeah.
Let me ask you why. I want to hear why.
Because that's my childhood right there. It was one.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing. You're talking to someone who can't do a lot of the rides, right?
Right.
That's something that I can do. You're taking away attractions, Muppets 3D, the ferry boat, the Tom Sawyer Island. You're taking away those things that I
you can
can't.
do.
And it's
Okay.
nostalgia for me. It is my childhood. You know what I mean? It's like
Okay.
I sit back when I look at all these changes and I wonder, what would Walt Disney be thinking or saying if he were alive watching Tom Sawyer Island go, the, the Liberty Bell go, whatever you boat,
Right. Okay.
Muppets 3D. Like, these are the things that go through my head. That's all. And I know things need upgraded and things need to be changed, or we need to engage in the next generation. But if you have so much land, add and don't subtract. Like don't replace. For me, it's add. I
Okay.
guess.
No, that's hey, look, we
Good
value
point.
over here everybody's opinion and we want that. And that's one of the things that's great about, where we live and what we do. Everybody should have that opportunity to throw that out there and do that. So okay, interesting. Ken, did you have something you want to throw in?
No, yeah, no. I was gonna ask Corey a quick question. Just
Go
going
ahead.
back to the parades really quick. The parade that's coming
Okay.
up. Two questions for you, Corey. One, do you plan on being there for night one? And two, how soon are you gonna go find a spot? Because
Yeah.
So
I went twice.
I am not one that can or is ever willing to wait for anything. That's her job right here. So I'll
okay.
plant her at 8 a.m. No. Um, so I just told her a little while ago. I'm like, I'm already dreading at least a 3 hour wait standing on Main Street. Like I just can't. I can't do it. But we're talking about strategies. We'll probably gauge Main Street way earlier than that in the day and try to figure out, okay, when do we have to start waiting? And then if we can take shifts, maybe something like that, we might do that
It's
because we'll
going to
be
be three
live. So
hours. It's easily going to be three
oh,
hours.
Yeah.
minimum,
Yeah.
It
yeah,
may even be four. And you may
yeah.
Yeah.
have oh, hello, Delo's Diz in here, everybody. You talk about great podcasters. If you're not following Delo's Diz, check them out on all your major podcasting networks. Our good friends over there. How you guys doing? Good to see you. Delo's Diz in here. You may have some of those key spots like the down by the hub where you get that direct look down Main Street. That's a
I
key
love that
spot.
one.
That's a
That's
great
my
one.
Halloween party, Christmas party spot
There you go.
all the
That's a
time.
great spot. You may be looking
Yeah,
at the spot over where Kelly sits, over kind of across from the Christmas store, where you get that look coming around the corner there, the flow around the corner. You may be
yeah,
looking at the spot up by the blue tent where they're just coming out, where you get the whole parade coming out. Those are some of the
yeah.
three hottest spots. You may have those locked up at park opening. You may have people go literally at rope drop and play to work as a team and stay there all day. There's a good possibility for that.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
really, there really is. There really is. If we can pull it off, we may do something where Lawrence starts out in Frontierland, and when the parade is complete, switches it over to me on Main Street, so we can catch it twice that way.
Very nice.
Um, and then I think he'll just join me on Main Street for the second parade because we will do it the 2 times
You will do it
for
both.
sure.
It's going to be a
Yeah,
battle between all of, look, we know what social media is, and a lot of our
yeah,
friends are doing it. It's going to be a battle to see who can get it out there first. There always is
yeah,
that who can get it out there first. What I'm
yeah,
concerned with,
yeah.
and what we're focused on with my brother Casey there, is we're focused on getting it out there in quality 8K with a multiple look thing. Casey's got a plan for what he's doing, and we may not be first, but I guarantee you we'll put up something really good. We weren't first on Muppets for sure, and Casey's 5 camera shoot that we have on his channel has one version of it. My channel has a different version of it. It's incredible. So you guys are going to be live doing
Nice.
it down there with all the other live streamers. Everybody will be battling for that. I like to on nights like that. I like to have 11 screens open with 11 of my favorites and watching something like that from 19 different views all the way through for me. Oodalali Lane Kate, welcome in. Just got
Yeah.
power back. Glad you're back. So that'll be interesting. Baker, are you going to be over there that opening night?
Yes, I will.
You going to be doing off of Instagram or are you going to do it off of your YouTube channel?
It's YouTube.
Okay. So there's Baker will be live doing YouTube. He'll have his spot where he likes, I'm sure as well. So that's going to be, I tell you what, I think that parade is going to bring a lot of nostalgia back to a lot of people that remember watching the Main Street Parade down there. Now, I'm one of the few that was not a big Main Street fan. It was okay. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't one of my favorite things. And I think that's because during that time frame when I was of my life, when people were all running over to watch the Main Street Parade, I wanted to go hit the rides because the lines were down. So it wasn't a big thing for me. I appreciate it now more, definitely. older in life as I've watched it out in California. So that'll be interesting. So
No,
what else? What
you
else?
hit the nail on the head there, Pete. Because once we do it the first time, whether it's opening night or a different night or whatever, we'll film it. We'll do our thing. Every time we go to Magic Kingdom for months thereafter, because that parade's going to be crazy for a long time. It's going to be crazy for a long time.
Yeah.
And Corey, I know you're nodding your head because once you show it the first few times, we can take advantage of the fact that during the fireworks the lines are really short right now. What I can't imagine how short the lines are going to be when the parade's going on. For everything else because everyone's
That
going to want to do the parade. So it's
and
Walk
it's
on
going to
for
be for
Trump.
hours. It's going to be for hours. You hit the nail on the head. You mean you're talking if the first parade goes off at 9, happily ever after at 10, the last parade at 11. Is that what we're looking at for times? We're gonna have some run of the park for sure
yeah.
for several hours. So
It'll
that's a
definitely be
good
interesting.
call because there's occasions now where and you know this too if you stream the spectaculars a lot, you'll get an influx of viewers just before fireworks go off.
Yes.
People
Right.
coming in just to see that and then they leave. So sometimes now and then, not often, we'll tell people, hey, we're going ride focused tonight because it's been busy today. We're going to take advantage and we're going to get on a bunch of rides while people are waiting for happily ever after. And while that's going on, we might do some really cool things like mine train and things like that. So
Okay.
yeah, you got to take advantage of those times.
I want to say
So
a
I do.
real quick hello to Holly who just came in, Mandy Adams who just came in, and Kate Udalali Lane and Stacy Rogers. As a mod, it will probably be July 26th before I actually get to see the parade. Well, you're probably right. Go ahead, Corey. You were going to say something else?
Um. Oh, I lost it.
Okay.
I don't remember now,
I want to
but
take
that's
a
okay.
shift.
Hey,
I'm going to
construction
shift
walls
first.
did come down in the Emporium, though. They're all
Yes.
done. They're all
Well,
down.
it looks weird in there. It looks weird. Well, first it looks weird because I
It's
don't see
wide open.
Baker in there, but it looks weird
I
because they
know.
changed the walls and it's just different,
Yes.
and I'm just not used to it. So,
Yeah, it's like
um,
all the registers, almost all the registers are all in the front now.
yep.
So
But
I want
the
I want to
flow
switch.
is amazing.
Go ahead, Chris.
It's just like at Epcot at Creations now. The flow is fantastic.
That's true.
yeah,
The
I kind
flow
of
is
like it.
better. I'll
I
give you
kind of
that.
like the redesign.
Yeah, the flow is
Yeah.
better. I will give you that. It's just weird when you're used to, for all your life, you've seen it almost one way and it's changed. But you're right, Chris. I agree with you 100%. I want to change. I want to talk about football for a second because I got everybody in here and I got Tina, who's a part of our fantasy league. She's been a part of it for quite some time. I want to talk football for a second. But before I do that, I want to remind everybody 58 people in here right now. If you're new to the channel or you're not watching on a regular basis, this is Disney Insomniacs. This is our Hangout show. But Sundays and Wednesdays, we do a late night hangout, late night go over, talk about the news and everything. I don't want to see all your New England stuff. I'll take you out.
Oh.
Yeah, Corey.
Okay.
Show
I
that
was
Take
back.
I was just
no.
gonna say, it's my season ticket membership framed up, and I get a coin every 5 years. I'm still a season ticket holder back.
Sorry, Corey is muted. We can't hear anything he's saying right now because we don't want to hear that garbage. Listen, here's the thing: if you're just coming in, Wednesday nights at 10:45, we play a game over here called Two Truths and a Lie, and it has really taken off. It is sponsored by our good friend Paul Engel, who was in the chat. I'm not sure if he's still here or not. Paul Engel sponsors it.
Can't
We
see
do this
chat.
show. It is a blast. We sit down with someone from the community and we get 10 lies or 5 lies about them and we get 10 truths and we try to pick out the lie in the segment. We give away points on the game. We are tracking points. I'm going to jump off for 1 second. Hang tight with all my friends here for a minute. I'm going to jump over here because not all of you will be on the screen. I just want to show this for a minute. This is my scoreboard over here, and I got to jump over to it and pull it back up. So this is our scoreboard. We track this every week. Okay, every week we track points. We update it. We are going to be playing all the way through the August, and the top 10 final players at the scoreboard are going to win some great prizes that include lounge fly bags, lug bags. We got so much stuff
Good launch
already set
flies.
aside. So please, if you haven't checked it out on Wednesday night at 10:45, please do me a favor and do that for me. It would really mean a lot if you did. Let me make sure I'm good there. Yep. Okay, I'm good there. So I got everybody back here. Check us out Wednesday nights, 10:45. And one other thing, I did see Jen acknowledge him because Kate's in here. She wasn't in here earlier. we loaded up bags today for the Maryland meetup coming up here. Just to let everybody know, we are going to be giving away indoor prizes in excess of $4,000 in prizes that we got bagged up. 4,000. Y'all heard me right. Every person is leaving the meetup with a bag that is valued somewhere between $65 and $80 on average. So it is going to be an unbelievable night there at the Maryland meetup for all those people. And Kate and Karen went out and they went shopping at every sale they could find. They used coupons. They ran all over their hometowns and found a ton of merchandise that truly helped with all of our bags. So thank you to both of them for all their help. And again, yeah, Paul says it was a lot of prizes. We went through a lot of stuff today. All right, I want to talk football for a second. Okay, NFL football. We got two New Englanders over on the right. Baker in there is the season ticket holder with the Ravens, with me. Kenny is what? You're Tampa Bay? Jacksonville? Which one is it?
I'll just say this:
Patriots.
my mother, born and raised in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Go Pack, go!
Go
That's
Pack,
the way
go!
it is. So,
Hello, Dreamer
there
Deborah.
you
Welcome
go.
in. Kenny is a Packer fan. Cakes, what do you got?
Who Dey, baby? Cincinnati Bengals all day
Cincinnati
long.
Bengals right there. So, all right.
Yeah.
Now,
08.
So
I know.
let's start with Cakes. Cakes, what do you think your team's going to do this year? What are you thinking?
I have no idea.
Really?
We can't even sign our first round draft pick, which I'm not surprised about at all. Our ownership, man, it's been like what 51 years. I'm a Bengals fan. 51 years, and our ownership is dumb. I don't know.
It's tough. It's got to
frustrating.
be. It's got to be tough being the second. It's got to be tough being the second best team in Ohio.
What, to the Buckeyes? Because it sure is in Cleveland.
Oh Lord! I figured if I get you talking about the Browns, I might draw her out a little bit. I don't know. So you don't know. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see what
I think we'll do okay. You got Burrow, Chase. They brought back T. Higgins. I think we're going to be fine. Defensively, it scares me because with Hendrickson probably walking away, they can't seem to be able to sign our first round draft pick. It's frustrating. And they just let another DE go. So offensively, I think we're the same as we have been, a powerhouse. Defensively, that's where we're going to lose the game.
That's where you're going to lose the game. Okay. All right. Interesting overlook.
He's right about that. He's right about that. I think they only got worse on the back end too. The Bengals.
Yeah.
You guys, I like the Bengals. I love Joe Burrow. I'm a big fan of the NFL. I want them to succeed. I'd like to see him win a Super Bowl, but I don't think it will happen anytime soon because of that defense. It's that defense.
Okay. Welcome into Jennifer Caruso joining us. Hello, Miss Caruso. Let's go over and Kenny, what do you think? Good Lord.
Did you just hear that?
What was that?
my wife's yelling in the background about Go Detroit because she's a big Lions fan. So I got to deal
my
with
Lord.
That, so it's
wow. Okay, well, tell me about your Packers and get your wife fired up.
Okay. Yeah, I know. She's pretty well. All right, I'll talk. That's for another discussion. I'll talk about her football knowledge here down the road. But anyways, we'll stick with the Pack. I am predicting. NFC North tough. I mean, it's got the Lions. Obviously, who are yes, I know. I just ripped on them, but they are a very tough team. The Vikings are stacked. I think the Bears are going to be better this year. They got some great young players. So and then we're playing on top of that. We got the AFC North as our, we got to play every team in the AFC North this year. So it's just going to be, it's going to be another one. So I'm predicting 10-7 wild card. So
okay, 10-7 with a wild card. Okay,
yeah.
All right, interesting. All right, let's talk about. I was going to get to that, Stacy. I didn't want to interrupt anybody. I saw Stacy's Fly Eagles Fly. Thank you for your support, Miss Rogers, consistently for my channel. We love you, appreciate you. Let's go over to whoops, that's right there. Let's go over to Baker. Chris, what do you think about the Ravens?
I just have
Yeah.
one number to say twice. 2-2. Derrick Henry.
That's it. That's all you're gonna say.
All year, and you all got to catch up. We have the number one quarterback in the NFL, so and we're going to put it to the test this year. And Derrick Henry's going to just run up and down the field.
We did have a big signing today, which was nice. I mean, not a massive signing, but we signed a Jair from the pack, I believe. So he's going to be he's not going to be a starter. So
he's a great defensive back, no doubt about that. But you'll get him for about 5 games maybe this year.
Yeah, you got to stay healthy. You're right about that. Got to stay healthy. Got to stay healthy. Okay, Corey, let's talk about your Patriots. What are you thinking?
If I was thinking realistically, I think that we could sniff the playoffs this year. I think maybe that last wild card, if we can hit that last wild card, I'd be ecstatic because that would be progress in the right direction for sure. If they just miss, I still think it'll be progress. If you get an 8-8 season, 9-8, you just miss.
Yeah.
I think that's realistic expectations at the moment. They had a great draft. They had great signings. Nationally, people have really graded them as like the best off season of any NFL team. So that makes me happy. And we brought Josh McDaniels back, who had all the success. Yes, with Tom Brady. Tom Brady's Tom Brady. Who made who. I guess we'll find out. But hearing good things with Josh McDaniels, the offensive coordinator that just came back, working with our young quarterback, and I think we got the Ohio State running back too, so he should be decent and complement Ramondre Stevenson a lot. They say that rookie running back, I can't remember his name at the moment, but he kind of is a comp to I'm gonna go blank again. The Detroit
Swift.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
No, Gibbs. Okay. Case,
Yeah,
what's
look at
his
Jahmyr
name?
Gibbs
What's
really
that rookie
fast.
running back's name from Ohio?
I can't. It's on tip of my tongue.
You're an Ohio State fan.
I know.
Good Lord. That's like me going to Baker and saying, who's the quarterback for the Ravens? And he goes, I can't remember.
And the number one thing is, we have Mike Vrabel. We have Mike Vrabel, who is a legend in Patriots lore, and he really knows how to coach. He did a great job with Tennessee. With he didn't always
Bless you,
have
Tina.
the greatest players overall. He had Derrick Henry at an early age. But I think things are looking up. We're really excited here in New England, and I think if not this year, next year, definitely playoffs and maybe a Super Bowl. The Bills better do what they're going to do now because the Patriots are coming in the next few years, and that includes the Ravens. That includes the Ravens too.
Corey's obviously been drinking along the way tonight. Tina, what do you think? Who's
Travion Henderson?
Whose tight end are you? Travion
That's
Henderson.
It,
There
yeah.
you go. Tina, whose tight end are you looking forward to this year? Talk to me about what your thoughts are, Tina. Are you excited for football season?
I'm always excited for football season. I never used to be until the fantasy football that I keep calling Final Fantasy because gaming history and lack of sports history. But I literally I sit there. I watch football. I don't know football. Everything I've learned from you guys, and I just look pretty. So, am I excited? Yeah. Every year I have, go Patriots. Patriots are going to kick butt, and then they don't. And so, and then any year I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pick this team for my Final Fantasy. I was going to do it again for my fantasy football league. And then I get the strategy and I'm knowing what to pick. And then every year I lose and the teams that I pick suck and my expectations go. And so I just sit back and say, you know what? Everyone's just going to suck. And then everyone will be miserable watching sports and no one will win money. So that's it.
Well, there you
That's all
go.
I got.
Well, and for an update for football, fantasy, and the other, I will put out there a couple things. One, We do have a Disney Fantasy League. Matthew Walter, hello, welcome in, buddy. We do have a Disney Fantasy League. It is a massive league. There is 28 teams between two big divisions. Dole Whip Dave, welcome in. So there's two divisions of 14, and they play up all the way through in their own thing. And then we have one last game the last week of the year between the two division winners that play for additional funds. We do it. We've been doing it now for coming up on 10 years. It's been very successful. We've had a great time with it. I will be going through and reaching out to all those owners at the 1st of July to verify if they're coming back. And if we have any open spots, I will announce them over here on my channel. And it's first come, first serve, and it usually goes by quick. We've had a lot of people that have been with that league for 10 years. So that will be coming back again this year. Also, for those who are interested, I do run a Survivor League, which is a ton of fun. It's very simple. This is a payout league. It is a financial thing. It's $25 a team to get in, $25 per team. Over the last, we've been doing that now for 15 years. I've been doing it. And the last 5 years, the prize pool has paid out to the winners over $7,000, over $7,000 the last 5 years. So we're going to do that again this year. It's pretty simple. You pick one team each week. If they win, you move on. There's no lines, no spreads, no nothing. If they win, you move on. If they lose, you're out. Very simple. And once you use them, if you use the Patriots in week 1, I don't know why you would do that, but if you would use the
And they beat the Bengals.
Yeah, and they win,
Week one.
you move on. If you lose, you go home. So hello, Mouse Talk. Walt, I sent you got my link. If you want to come in with us for a little bit, you're more than welcome.
You know, Pete Living and Diz would have won that Survivor pool for over $6,000 2 years ago if I didn't change my pick in the last week.
Well,
I
that's
had Tampa. I had Tampa, and I changed it on a whim. And if I didn't do that, we would have won the whole thing with weeks to go.
Corey, I say it all the time. I can't teach stupid. I do what I can to work with as much as I can. You know. Yeah, you're right. But see, that's the thing. Look, I've been in this daggone thing I've been doing it for 15 years. I have never placed in the money. I've gotten up close, but I've never placed. It's not as easy as people think. But I enjoy doing it. I enjoy having fun and seeing all the fans that love football being able to do something that's pretty simple. You don't have to be a mental giant to do it. You don't have to study for statistics like you do with some of those big powerhouse things. It's just, it's just, hey, do it. So we'll talk about more of that. Tina, I know we're coming up on the top of the hour and you've got to roll out. Final thought from you before you roll out on us, Miss Tina.
It was very interesting and nice to be able to hang out with all you fine gentlemen and Miss Lily. She looked beautiful. And if she needs any tips, tricks, whatever on photography, I got them all for her if she wants.
Oh,
so
there you go.
Always available for her. But yeah, it was nice to see everyone. And have a great night.
Nice to see you.
You'll be here tomorrow? Hello?
Yes, tomorrow night, Disney News and Merch. Make sure you come and hang out with the crew, and it's going to be fun.
So. I got an announcement for you. Ready? Before you leave?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's show will be more of a little bit of us just open discussion on some of the stuff going on with Disney, because I'm going to be honest with everybody. I have been, since getting back, working every hour of the day trying to get ready for the Maryland meetup stuff and also for the charity stuff. And Amber, working with Amber on her, I sat up the other night for like 6 hours with Amber, working on her resume and her interview presence. I actually did an interview with Amber. I interviewed her. She told me I would never work for you, Dad. But I helped her. So I'm not as prepared like we usually are. We'll get back to normal function next week, but tomorrow we'll be just do a little bit of that. So, and then you've got something big on Sunday as well too, right?
We have Triple C's. Who do we have? It's me, David T, I believe, on Triple C's. So
we do.
Yeah.
So love the Triple C's. All right. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us for a little bit. We will see you real soon.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye-bye. All right.
See you, Tina.
All right. I got to switch up here. I got to bring up to guest 4, Corey, because he was down further. Just give me a second, and I will be able to do that.
I'm bailing too, Pete.
You're bailing too?
Yep.
Yeah,
all right, Chris. What your next stream for you is Saturday?
Saturday or Sunday, depending on when Adam wants to come over here and celebrate his birthday. But we're going with him tomorrow to Universal for celebrate his
Okay.
birthday.
Okay. To
So,
Universal, celebrate his birthday. Chris,
yeah.
thank you for coming over, brother. Final thought? Anything?
It was a pleasure meeting everyone. Nice to see you, Corey. And
Nice to see you too.
as I always say, TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Awesome. Make sure you check out Baker's Whatnot. We'll see you soon, Chris.
See you, Baker.
Bye.
Thanks, Pete. Thanks, everybody. See you.
Bye.
I
All right.
gotta run too, so I can. Oh, where's Pete? Where am I? Oh, there I am. I gotta run too, so I can go celebrate with some cake.
Okay. Final thought. When are you going to be live again, first off, and then a final thought?
We are live again on Saturdays, celebrating this boy's 17th birthday at his annual hilarious dinner live at 50's Primetime Cafe.
Nice.
What recent ones I've had to do my little teapot standing up and singing. They put me in the corner, so you never know what's going to happen next over there.
Nice. I love it. So, final
Yeah.
thought of the night, Corey? Anything you want to throw out?
Hey, well, we just Lawrence and I just launched the Disney Streamers Network. So any Disney streamers that are out there watching, you want to become part of that, jump in now while it's new. It's going well. People keep joining each and every day. We're honored to have Pete on there as well to spread
Just
the word.
tell Lawrence, I know you're listening. If you want to come in
Yes.
tomorrow night with us for a little bit and talk about the Streamers Network and what it is, I welcome. I'm sending you the invite right now, verbally.
That would be great. That would be great, and it's going well. I mean, the areas I've participated in the Discord is the tech talk room that we have. And you just find people do things differently tech wise. I like it because if I'm in, Haunted Mansion, which has been a problem recently with getting a good stream in there, I wonder for years, I've wondered, okay, anybody else struggling with this? And it bugs me. Is it me? Do I have to make changes or is it everybody right now? So now you can go in there, you can say, hey, this is what's going on. Anybody having issues? And people are chiming in and interacting. And, sharing some of their tech ideas, how to do things better, how do they do this,
Okay.
and then there's other rooms in there too. So join the Discord, and that's just the start of it. Lawrence
Okay.
will have way more
Lawrence,
information than
he
I
says he'll
will.
be there. So we'll get with Lawrence tomorrow night. I'll leave you with one
Sweet.
thing for as you leave. I can't wait to
Yes.
football season to kick the living diz out of you.
Hey, that sounds good. That sounds good. And if there's an opening this time in the league, put me in your division so you can be looking up at me
Oh,
the
you're going to
entire
come back in
season.
now all of a sudden. Okay.
Well, I mean, I left
You
because
ran
there was no
scared. You
trading, but
ran
if that's what
scared.
it is,
I was out there blocking you like a Heisman. You ran scared.
I beat up my share of I beat up my share of the community while I was in there.
I will say
So,
this. I look.
you know,
I
I,
razzed you. I razzed you. Let me give you this. There's two people in those things right now that have impressed me with their
yeah,
knowledge and how well they do. Okay, because and that was
okay,
you. You were, dude. You studied stuff like no tomorrow, and that is Jen's son, Jacob.
yeah, I'm hardcore.
He came in
Okay,
and was crushing it too. So you guys study it. You know
okay.
your stuff. So go enjoy the birthday, and we'll see you soon, and hopefully do this again sometime.
Thanks for having me on, and
Have a good night,
love
Corey.
seeing you guys and interacting. Everyone in chat, great to see you tonight. And I'll leave Pete with this: when Lily's on my channel, I'm her favorite. Oh.
I don't know who that
Wow,
guy
and he just hung
was.
up.
He's gone. Goodbye. I'm not even bringing you back on. You can sit backstage until you hang up.
All right. See you later.
Bye. All right, it's good stuff. So, let me ask you to the chat. What do you guys think of doing something like this? Maybe a little bit more often on a Thursday night over here, where we just get together and do a little bit. I know a lot of my content is structured, but we've got a great community, and I love opening up the doors. I thought tonight was a lot of fun hanging out and doing this here. We started at what 8 o'clock. We've been going for 2 hours. What do you guys think,
Yeah,
Cakes? What do you think?
I think it was good. I mean, we covered a lot of ground. Disney and sports. I mean, what more could he ask for?
I love it. I love it. I love it.
It was
Well,
good.
and
It was good.
here's something else too. I should throw out there on July the 3rd at 8 p.m. That is the Thursday night. So maybe I will do one of these right after it. From July 3rd, from 8 to 9, we are going to have a live Disney training course for moderating, one of our moderator tutorials, town halls, what you want to call it. It's basically moderating 101 to refresh your skills if you're already a moderator. If you're a new moderator, it gives you a lot of jump in. If you're a creator, we got a lot of creators watching. Miss Jennifer Caruso, who's a spectacular creator, is in here right now. Scooter Adventures is in here. You guys now have your own thing that you're doing out there, more formal, and many others that are in here. Corey was in here with it. It's a great thing to get your moderators up to date. I do it for free. I put the hours and the time in. I don't want a penny for it. What I want is all of us to grow and have success. So if you want to send people over, get them over here. We do it over on Zoom. It's not done on my channel. The link for it will be put up in the community section, or the post section, I think it's called now. We will put a post up on our post section the Friday night before, or well, in this case, it's going to be on Thursday night, so the Wednesday night before. And come on over. If you have moderators that need some tutorials, send them here. If you have new people that you want to moderate on your channel, send them here. Okay. If you want to freshen your skills, send them here. I have no problem saying I ask everyone that moderates on my channel to take this course and be up on it. It's all about getting people to where they need to be that are new faster and making them better. Okay. It's a great refresher. It's kind of like a town hall forum. I go over for about 35, 40 minutes, a lot of top bullet points, and then we open it up to discussion. And we're going to keep doing these. Stacy Rogers says, also think it's a great thing for creators to see so they understand what their mods are learning. Yeah, that's a great point, Stacy. Paul says it's a great refresher. I love doing it. I love doing it. Jen says, would love to see new faces on the screen. Let's get some new faces to say hi. So let's talk about that in 1 second. That's a great point, Jen. It's free, guys. So we welcome everybody to come. If you want to be a part of it, we want to make it stronger. And I want to see, my long-term goal with this community is to see it bigger, stronger, better than it is. I'd like to see it challenging some of the other realms out there of hunting, fishing, sports, and all that stuff as it grows. I'd love to see a stream one time where you look in it and we're seeing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people with check marks next to their name because that they've had that success. That's my goal. And I can tell you, if God blesses me and I get over 100,000, I will never stop doing what we're doing, which is helping someone who has 500 subscribers. To me, it's not about where you're at, it's about who you can help where you're at. To me, on that. Jen's point up there, we'd love to see more new faces on the screen. Here's the deal. When I do these hangouts like this, and if I do more on Thursdays, I want to tell you that when I sit here and I say, hey, if you're interested in reaching out to me about coming onto the screen, take advantage of it. Reach out to me. Now, I may not have somebody that night right there to be able to do that. Okay, I might have people coming in and lined up and not have a spot. But if you reach out to me, I'll say, hey, on the next one, I'll put you on. Okay, we want to meet people from the community. We want to talk to people from the community. If I'm doing this show and you reach out, it's nothing wrong with sending me a note, a text, if you have my number, or a direct message if I can see it on Insta or one of them, and saying, hey, I'd be interested in coming in. You got any spots? This channel that we're doing, while my name is on it, and yeah, I gotta make sure it works at the end all be all. And I'm blessed to have a lot of great people around me and surrounded by me. This channel, I want it to be more about this community and how much we can do for people, and getting to know people and talking to people and giving those who might not have a chance to come on a group thing in other locations. There's a lot of people that do stuff like this, given opportunities. Neil, hello, Nitro Neil. Welcome in. We got to see Nitro Neil down there. So please reach out to me if you're interested. I usually, what I do is I'll go through on my phone. This is the truth. This is how I did tonight. I went through on my phone and I hit the first 10 to 12 people that I have talked to recently on my phone and said, do you want to come in? That's how I did it tonight. I didn't have any rhyme or reason. Went to the first 10. Hey, you want to come in? You want to come in? You want to come in? And as I was told no, I invited somebody else. I had a bunch of people like Theme Park Giant already had plans, and different people. So we want to keep doing that. I think this is a great way, and we'd love to do that. So, real quick, let's do a final thought here because it's after 10, and I want to tidy things up because I've got a big doctor's appointment tomorrow. I've got I think it's an 11, no, it's a 12 o'clock or 12:30 or something like that. But I see Dr. Scalea tomorrow, who is the doctor that saved my life. I have my yearly with him just to show him how I'm doing and everything. And I want to make sure that I get a good night's sleep and not waking up in the stuff with a headache. So, but you guys have a new show. When is this going to start? You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
No,
Let's drop
We
that
haven't
link in
gotten
there.
that far yet.
no,
The
literally.
927. The 927 is the new show. Right now, you've got 24 subscribers. Let's drop that. I'm gonna drop the link
All right.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm dropping the link. If
With
you're
no
not
content.
following,
Zero content.
if you're not following,
Ju-
they got zero content.
Yes.
Here's the link. If you're not
Yeah.
following, you need to be right now, or I'm gonna have
Yeah.
Debbie Bernfeld call you up on a Instagram thing and dance until you do it. That's what she's gonna do. So make sure you hit that link.
Yes.
Check it out over
Yes.
there.
It's quick refresher. The 927 with Cakes and Kenny J. The 927. The number 927 stands for the number of miles we are separated from where I live here in Florida and where Cakes is in Ohio. So that's Cakes actually did the digging on that number. That's the number we came up with. So literally, we just created the channel today. We are hoping within the next week or so to have our first live stream posted and ready to go. And
Awesome.
so stay tuned for those updates. Once you if you do, thank you for subscribing ahead of time if you do,
Yes,
and
thank
obviously
you.
keep pay attention to that site. Make sure your notifications are on because you'll know when the first live stream is coming. So, but
Yeah.
Pete, thank you for the promo there. I appreciate it.
Okay,
Same here.
I love it. So let's do Keith says I'm totally in. Matthew Walter says I
Yeah.
just subscribed to your channel. There you go. Let me see.
All right, thanks guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Let me see how many we're at. I wish, I don't know where Dame's at. I'd love to call her right now and say, why aren't you in here subscribing to the 927? But I don't want to get 33 subs you're up to right now.
All right, we're getting
Everybody.
awesome. That's awesome.
The hot new thing, right?
The hot new thing. Final thought of the night from each of you gentlemen.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
James, go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. I think the highlight of this night was when we were talking about the new stuff that's coming to Disney sooner rather than later, and just seeing like the difference of opinions, especially with Tina being because everyone's got their own thing, right? And I think that what I took away from it is regardless, Disney and these parks, there's just so many people that love it. You can't please everybody, unfortunately, and it's just and it's tough, it's like they want to bring these new things in, and then there's purists and traditionalists like me and Tina and say, oh man, but I still miss the stuff you took away, could we, and like I said, it was unbelievable to hear that perspective from different people. And I think Pete, that's something you can definitely build on, as we get closer to these dates, things closing down and then things coming up. The excitement's there, but then the anger is there. And I took that away, from tonight, just knowing that regardless of how Disney does stuff, that's really got to be a tough spot for them, in the long scheme of things, and but at the same time, hey, they have a bottom line just like everybody else. They're doing what they think is right, and only time will tell once it comes to that point. So.
Love it. Okay, good point. Jonathan says, "Give me back my Epcot Center." I hear you. I hear you, JC. I hear you. Cakes, final thought tonight.
Yeah, everything Ken just said with the all the new things coming to the parks. Some are gonna love it, some are gonna hate it. But to a different note, with the mod class and the community part of things, at the meetup last Saturday, the impromptu meetup, what I came away with most is I'm a mod. I'm not really a creator. I'm not a vlogger. I'm not a live streamer. As far as Disney's concerned, I do my piddly little stuff, but nothing serious, right? So as a mod, being in that group of Disney content creators on YouTube, vloggers and live streamers, it was so cool seeing the experienced and long-term people talking with the people that are new at it,
Mm-hmm.
and just standing there kind of taking it all in myself, just, introducing myself, and, whatever, and meeting people was great. Loved meeting everybody, but seeing everybody converse, not like you didn't have a group of OGs and a group of new people, but you had OGs and new people all over the place talking and discussing and working through things, and how do you do this, and what trips and tricks and tips for everybody. It was awesome to see that form of community.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really cool to see that from a mod point of view. It was nice. Like, I had people asking me questions like, what do you do? Like, what do you see? Like, how do you do things? And give them my opinion on stuff. I'm no super mod. I'm not, I've only been modding for what, 2 years, something like that. But you get a different perspective, and I like being able, like with Kenny and Jenny and Lily, being able for Ken to be like, hey, what did you see in this, or what do you think about this, how did this go, and being able to give that opinion. And I was able to do that with several people once
I
I
love that. Well,
before
don't
it was
don't
go.
don't beat yourself down on the moderating thing, because
No, no, not at
I've
all.
I've
I
asked
love
you.
being on the
You know that I've asked you to be in a key situation with our sports
yeah.
moderating, and we're
Mm-hmm.
very we were very excited. Ken and hopefully Jen are going to be joining us, helping us with our moderating team as we make some adjustments and try to grow
Yeah.
for the future. I want to talk for a second about Walt's comment here real quick. Where did you do this, Walt? We were over at the where Tron starts, down at the base of the entrance, and there was over 40 some people there that showed up. Creators, all it was amazing. It was
Yeah, it
amazing,
was
and
cool.
we did announce already. I did announce that December the 13th, the day of the Night of Hope, in the morning around 11 o'clock, we're going to do a meetup over at the Springs again for anybody who wants to come over. New streamers, old streamers, say hello, so you can put that on your plan. I want to talk about Walt's channel for a minute. Welcome in Dave's Disney Dreams. Walt is a partner channel of us, Walt and Melissa. For those who might be new, there's a lot of new friends in here right now. If you're not following Mouse Talk, I would highly encourage you to do so. Walt does an excellent job. He does a lot of stuff dissecting rides. He does a lot of these bracket challenges where they look at different rides or food things or different things in the park. He puts a lot of time and energy into these presentations and programs that he does. Very Disney knowledgeable. They do a great job streaming from the parks. Definitely go over and check out Walt. Melissa is also a diehard Oriole fan. For those sports fans, hey, Walt does a lot of great Oriole games as well. So check out Walt and Melissa, our great friends. Reed Gibson, hello, my friend. Reed, thank you. You did a big donation over there on our charity. Thank you, buddy. Truly appreciate that. A couple key reminders as we go into the weekend here. Tomorrow night, news and merch right here. We're going to be doing it from 9 to 11. Looking forward to that. Going to have a good time. Going to talk about a lot of stuff going on. Sunday night, Triple C's, David T is the guest. It's me. David T is going to be here. That's a great guy. Get to know him. His daughter is a cast member. He's got a lot of Disney magic behind him. He's a huge Cincinnati Bengal fan. Make Cakes happy. Well, I'm sure we'll talk a little bit about that and everything. Angela Minter's writing his show, and it should be a good one. So check that out. Triple C's Sunday night. Jen and I will be back with Dialogues on July 1st. July 1st, as another Disney Imagineer comes to the table, it is going to be Theron Skis. We just keep landing these amazing guests. Thank you, God, for blessing us with these people. I can't wait. We had two. If you didn't see our interviews this week, guys, I'm being blank serious. And then you can put any word in there you want. Go back and check it out. We got to talk to our first ever Star Wars artist, and his work is sick. His work is sick good. We had a great interview with him. He was sitting down by the river, by his house, relaxing with a beautiful scenery, talking with us and in Oregon, and it was awesome. And then the interview we did with Bob Weiss, who is, to me, if you ever listed the top Imagineers ever, Bob Weiss is he's fighting to be in your top three. He's one of them. He's 1, 2, or 3, depending on how you look at it. He is that good, that talented, and that interview was spectacular. Please go back, check him out. Listen to him while you're driving around in your tractor mowing your lawn. You can listen to the show and help us out. So those will be coming back up next Friday for those who donated to the charity. Next Friday night, Friday a week, we will do spin the wheel. We will announce the prizes. We've got over a dozen prizes that we want to give out. That'll be next Friday. I'm going to get Casey, who was down there with us. Jen will be down there having some people come in. I might reach out to one of you guys to stop in to just talk about that day and the atmosphere coming from a different point of view. Maybe it'll be Neil. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get some people in here to do what we're doing. We've got a lot going on this channel, and I don't mind putting in the hours that I'm putting in trying to make it happen, to continue to bring the magic to you every day, to continue to bring you some of the best sports content. I take a lot of pride in how hard I work to improve and get better as a play-by-play guy. I don't know if anybody saw, I don't know if you guys even saw, the other night I did my first baseball game in 3D graphics. I did, yeah, it's sick. It's absolutely sick. So this weekend, I know I'm doing a game this weekend around Preston's games. Check out my baseball. We're now doing 3D graphic, and it is something to watch. So if football goes 3D graphic, I may lose my mind. I may lose my mind. It will be incredible. So more of that to come here on the channel. So thank you guys for both joining tonight. Thank you to Tina. Thank you to Doug for calling in. Thank you to Monorail Molly for helping me all the way through the night. She's been reminding me of things all through the night. Thank you. Thank you to Baker for coming in tonight. Thank you for Corey, Living, and Diz coming in. Thank you to all the moderators who help me all the time. We're really working to improve and get better over that. Don't forget the moderator class, July 3rd at 8 o'clock. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am going to do one of these shows. You guys are both invited right now, right after the moderator class. I'm going to set it for 8 to 9, 9:30. We're going to do another live hangout Thursday, July 3rd at 9:30 right here. Let's hope to get some new friends in here. Reach out to me if you want to come on. We're going to do one right after that. Thank you to the members of the channel. I couldn't survive without the members of this channel and what they do. I'm on a limited controlled budget here. I don't need to make it where I'm making a car payment. I just need to make it where this thing covers itself. And we've been doing that for the last coming up on 3 years. So if you've ever donated 1 penny in any way, shape, or form to this channel, thank you for taking the time to believe in what we're doing, in trying to build community and trying to do the right things, treat people with respect, make you feel welcome. And, you know, if you want to see what it's all about, go back and watch last Saturday's stream where we had the Disney magic of Happily Ever After, which has become one of my favorite shows, where you got to see Lily on stream laughing and joking and having a good time. We also had Brian, who is in here all the time, and DJ, was it Skipper Brian? And Brian has his challenges himself, and he had the time of his life sitting there doing fireworks with us, and they hung out the whole day, and it was just an amazing thing. We saw friends that had never met each other shaking hands for the first time and and getting to see each other for the first time. We saw people that had never met each other getting to say hello for the first time, and I saw people actually crying, happy to see each other. So we got a good thing here. Let's keep it going. We'll see y'all tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, right here on the channel. Don't be late, or the Cakes will come to your house and talk to you all about the Ohio State Buckeyes, and Lord knows that could do a lot of harm. I'm going to take, I had to say it. I'm going to take you out with some of our bumpers. Hey, guys, guess what? There's some new surprise bumpers in the mix. We'll see you next time, everybody. Let's do this.
Hi, I'm Zippity Doo Dog.
Hey, and I'm Scallywag Steve.
And you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show.
What's up, everyone? This is Steve from Steve's World, and you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show.
Hi, I'm Sebastian the Crab, coming to you from one of the fireplaces here in the Wilderness Lodge at Walt Disney World, and you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show.
Hey, it's Kelly from Myers and the Mouse, and I'm here with Pete McDevitt from the Pete McDevitt Show. My favorite Chiefs fan right here.
What are you talking about?
I know how much you love the Chiefs.
Just do the bumper.
Okay. Check out Pete McDevitt on the Pete McDevitt Show.
Thank you.
It's on, right?
It's on. I think it's on. Is that on? Are there people in there? There's people in there.
It's recording, right?
It's recording. Oh.
All right.
Well, okay then. Well, I'm Corey.
I'm Jillian. I'm Tammy.
And I'm Jacob.
And we're
Living in Diz.
And now, back to the Pete McDevitt Show.
Enjoy.
Is that really a thing? The Pete McDevitt Show? Is it really a thing?
I think it is.
Hey, this is Piano Rob. You're watching the Pete McDevitt Show, and unlike Muppets, we'll be right back.
Hi, it's Monorail Molly from the Clubhouse Chaotic Chat. You're watching the Pete McDevitt Show.
Hey friends, it's Nate from Paging Mr. Morrow, and you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, it's Walt from Mouse Talk. You're watching the Pete McDevitt Show, and Pete's going to be back in just a little bit, so don't go anywhere.
Unless you want to.
Yeah, he said he was going to pay us for this, right? Okay, see you soon.
Hi everybody, I'm Zippity Doo Doug, and I'm in front of this huge Roger Rabbit. You're watching the Pete McDevitt Show. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share out the stream. See you, Roger.
I think I'm Heather, and I think you're Emmy, and the Adventure Leaves.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, we knew what we were going to say. But somewhere that slipped away. Hey, I rhymed.
Beep, beep, boop, boop. That's all I can get. Welcome to the Pete McDevitt Show. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is Jennifer Caruso coming to you from the Magic Kingdom. You're watching the Pete McDevitt Show, and we'll be right back.
Hey everybody, this is Casey with Casey's Corner of the World. You are watching the Pete McDevitt Show. Stay tuned for more chaos.
Hey everybody, it's JoJo and you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show. Enjoy.
Hey everybody, this is Chris Disney Baker, and you're taking a break from the Pete McDevitt Show. What do you know? This does record upside down. Well, now back to Pete's show.
Hey everybody, Drew in the Moment here. You're watching Pete McDevitt Show. The vibes are real, guys. Enjoy, embrace the love, and enjoy yourselves.
Hold on, I realized I forgot something. I don't want to forget this. Debbie Bernfeld is in here right now. There's 50 people still in here or something like that. Here's the deal. We are collecting birthdays. We are trying to do a whole new segment on birthdays starting July 1st. If you're in the chat right now and you have not given us your birthday, I'm going to go over those lists tomorrow. But if you're in here right now and you have not given it to us, give us your month and day. Put it into the chat right now. Debbie Bernfeld will track it, put it onto our tracker. We'll update that tomorrow. I love that we're going to do that. It's a great thing. We'll be yelling out for everybody.
Thanks, Musketeers, for joining the party. We'll be looking for you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye, all.